Hey everyone, welcome to episode 56 of the Unity Gaming Podcast. It is March 13th.
It's not. What was the other date?
March 13th. I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi.
And we're going to be talking about some games and stuff.
Riccio's hyper as fuck.
I am hyper as fuck.
Yeah, it's
because
like
I'm playing,
he's either super tired or he's super hyper. There's no middle ground.
only because if you guys are watching the video version, in the top right, I'm playing me some God of War Ascension
Multiplayer of the year.
Best game ever. No. So if you guys
We
want
say
to
that entirely sarcastically.
Yeah,
to
it's
create
good that
the
you-
opposite effect
if you-
because
Yeah,
That's
so,
shit.
so if you want to see some footage of the multiplayer without sound, direct your eyes to the top right. And yeah, so let's get off to a start. Yeah, what have you guys been playing?
I finished Tomb Raider.
Ooh,
How'd you find it?
You should have done by now.
I should have.
Real good.
There's too many games now.
That Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's worth your fucking time. Why did you? I have another question. Why'd you bother muting those people?
I didn't like the blink
Yeah.
blinks. I don't like blink blinks. Normally, like even if I'm playing a multiplayer game, if there's voices, even though I don't have headphones on or I have them already muted, I'll just because it pops up and it directs my eyes towards them when I could be
Distracts you.
when I could be distracting. Yeah. So Tomb Raider. How long did it take you to beat it?
13 hours.
Oh wow.
I think
How much multiplayer have you played?
none.
Is it good multiplayer?
That's sad.
No,
This is sad.
it's almost God of War Ascension level
Almost. Now,
in that it still functions and has a frame rate.
okay.
Unlike that God of War.
God of War has a decent frame rate. I just want to point out. But let's talk about Tomb Raider for a bit. So you said you actually finished it and then you hop back into it.
Yeah, just I was listening to some podcasts and just hopped back into it and just started doing some collectibles. I'm at about 96% complete,
Okay.
I think.
Oh, that's not bad.
What are you missing?
Mostly challenge stuff because those don't get marked on your map.
Okay.
When you collect a treasure map either from a tomb or just that was sitting around near a camp or something, it when you mark it, when you set a waypoint to it on the map, it actually shows you like when you do the survival vision thing, it actually shows you exactly where in the world it is. So this big column of blue light, but then it'll actually show you like
What if it's like underneath something?
then
But
this
still-
little square.
Oh, it shows on
Tells you the entrance?
Yeah. No, not the
okay.
entrance.
just where it generally is.
Yeah, the shantytown area of that game is a little bit confusing.
Okay.
So it took me a little while to find all the collectibles in there, but I'm almost totally done with that game,
Wow.
Okay.
and
That's
I'm having fun. It's
pretty
good.
That's pretty damn good. to-
I've 100% upgraded all the weapons except for one grenade upgrade on the assault rifle.
You excited to get that? You gonna
Yes, I'll get an achievement when I get it.
you've been actually caring about the PC achievements?
No,
Then
just-
no. Okay.
That game doesn't seem very difficult to 100%, so I feel like doing it. And it's fun. Gameplay's solid. I also played StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm.
Well, that's a good game.
How is that?
I wish I'd be playing my copy.
If it weren't.
Lost in mail systems for multiple days. That'd be pretty cool. But
Campaign's pretty cool so far. I still don't like Zerg.
ouch. Okay.
Like what do you like specifically about the new campaign? Anything?
That it's more campaign.
just
Really?
just that.
Yeah. I don't like that it's Zerg, but what can you do?
I think you saw whenever I tried to play some of the campaign off your account that being a Zerg player myself made that quite an easier thing to sort of try and play.
Yeah, in that you were... In the third mission, you have to wait for reinforcements to have any hope
Yeah.
of taking this big encampment with a big gun there that you have to destroy.
Yeah.
You could... If the game scripting wasn't there to stop you before you got those reinforcements, you could have easily taken that whole...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just raffled over all of the NPCs.
He wiped out the entire area, and we just had to sit around for like 2 minutes waiting for the counter to go down. Because
Seriously?
no attacks were coming.
Wow.
Nothing, yeah.
Just totaled everything.
So it seems that there's always an excuse to have a base in the Zerg campaign levels so far. So
So you mentioned actually we don't have the dry run of it up yet, but you mentioned that I think I was talking about during it that you kind of get to level up Kerrigan a little bit or change her abilities or something? Is that actually in there or?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Cool.
In addition, you can do kind of like the different upgrades to. So you know when you would build a spawning pool and you'd research like Zergling speed or any like non-attack or armor related upgrades for anything from an evolution chamber. That stuff is all like kind of in the meta game. You never have to do it on a per game basis.
Okay.
But you can only pick one at a time. So you can either have Zergling speed, Zergling attack speed, or there's a third one there. But you can switch between them at any time.
Okay.
That's an interesting.
Once you're out of a campaign mission.
Wait, are you talking about the evolve things where like you can make your Zergling spawn 3 at a time or?
No, this is totally separate. So all those like little upgrades that you would normally have to improve specific units are in that metagame upgrading.
Okay.
And you pick one at a time to be active, but you don't have to research it when you go into a game.
Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And you can do it
kind of
once
makes that
per
a little
unit.
bit faster.
Right when the Battle.net servers went down, I unlocked the ability to do an evolution mission, which seems to be picking some more permanent upgrades for stuff. I'm pretty sure the first one is picking that Zergling like hatch or something.
Which one do you think you're going for? Because I know they've kind of talked about that one.
I don't know. I haven't. I forgot what the other one was.
There's leaping up cliffs. There's the ability to
that sounds awesome.
Spawn 3 Zerglings and they spawn really quick. Or they spawn really quick with 2, or then each Zergling egg is 3 instead of 2.
Well, there is a so when you level up Kerrigan herself, which you will get for completing side objectives and things, and I believe she gets a bit of experience every time she is involved in killing or anything like that. She's actually a unit down on the field.
Whenever she's involved in murder, she gets a little bit of XP.
There's a lot of XP in that game now.
But there's similar to the the like Protoss and Zerg upgrade trees from the Wings of Liberty campaign.
Yeah.
It's like that 2-tier like one or the other thing for her. But you can switch between them at any time. Doesn't seem to be a lot of like
you're locked into
finality in your decisions for Zerg because they can just mutate to the other thing, right?
Yeah.
So I immediately, as soon as you unlock that Kerrigan tree, you can switch. Those 2 abilities that she has to start with, the like kinetic blast and then the choke thing.
Crabs. Force crabs.
You can immediately switch it so she gets double the health and double the health recovery. And so that she gets a chain lightning attack.
No way.
That's really cool. So instead of just being like lightning to one dude, it starts chaining to other people.
That's actually kind of cool sounding.
And then the third tier is you can either have instantly built overlords that have a bunch more health and cost less or something like that. Or you can have auto replenishing Zerglings. So when a Zergling gets killed, a larva will automatically hatch back at the base.
That's so messed up.
I picked the Overlords one because I'm always short on Overlords.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool, actually.
It'd be cool if you actually pull all those into multiplayer, even though it'd be ridiculously overpowered for like...
Well, I'm sure someone could make like a mod where it's just like, okay, everyone make your Kerrigan the way you want and then just fight.
That would be...
banana Zerg games.
That would be pretty badass.
Yeah, once all 3 campaigns are out, actually, someone should make a mod that's like doing all the 3 campaign teams, like Raiders, Kerrigan Swarm, and then
Dark Templar
Protoss thing.
Yeah.
Zeratul.
Actually, speaking of like those random game types, during the launch day, Blizzard had like a stream going on to, I guess, celebrate the launch, obviously. But they had like multiplayer matches going on, but they were also showing a lot of community content. And one of the things they did, even though it was kind of like one of the more boring segments that they showed, it was them playing arcade games. Like it was 4 people and they were jumping into arcade maps. And there's some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff
like
in
direct
there.
control, like like combat for Atari, except for like tanks, and there was like moving, and it was like a twin stick shooter thing going on.
People can make whatever fucking games they want out of that SC2 editor.
That's really cool.
There was another one where it was pretty much like a World of Warcraft boss fight where there was a boss and it had all this crazy stuff going on. There was like things on the ground you couldn't step in. There was like spiraling stuff. It was almost like a bullet hell World of Warcraft boss.
That's really cool.
And you had to like shoot and use your spells and keep your dudes alive, and it was actually really cool. You leveled up, you got items, and it's cool because what StarCraft allows is for all those things you can either gain experience or get items for your characters if there's that in there, and it's what's the word, persistent. Yeah. So you can leave and you can go play some other stuff and come back in and it'll remember what level you were
really?
from. And,
in that arcade.
Yeah, in that arcade
Oh, wow.
game.
That's really cool.
So it's really sweet.
I've played like MOBA stuff that have been made on StarCraft.
Yeah.
But I haven't really ever played anything like super crazy like
There
that.
was briefly, I don't know why I didn't try it. I was just clicking through the menus. There was StarCraft Battlefront,
Really?
but someone had made the logo so it looks like the Star Wars one.
my
Like,
God.
Oh,
so
man.
I should have tried it.
Sounds
but
pretty phenomenal.
I know it exists, so I can go.
You'll find it again.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also got the chance to try a couple of multiplayer matches and lose them.
Oh, did you get like just beat down, or were they decent matches?
Well, I placed in silver because Riccio needed his StarCraft fix, and
Yeah, I kind of played a
okay,
few
so-
matches there.
yeah,
He did some of your ranking matches?
yeah. So I didn't check the ranks of who I played against in those.
How many did you end up playing today?
Just
'Cause
two.
Just two? Okay. And
So
I know
one was like
clearly-
a fairly even
match.
match where we both played Terran, and then I play as Terran in StarCraft.
Yeah, so do I.
And the other one was against a Protoss where he just cannon rushed me.
Oh, really?
That was a fun match to watch, at least.
Well, yeah, I mean, I saw the cheese coming. I just can't
Yeah.
handle it.
Just a warning for anybody watching the video version. This is
God of War straight M, yeah,
This
of
is
course.
straight. Yeah, there's a lot of vicious murdering and all sorts of that going on. So
They just seem kind of needless sometimes, though.
yeah,
Like in the middle of combat, you're surrounded by like 4 or 5 dudes, and you do.
Well, it doesn't matter. You get an invincible shield when you're doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then problem solved.
but yeah, man, I am so excited to get my own copy of
Get your
StarCraft
fix.
Protocol. Yeah, so I can just get into that multiplayer and just have a ton of fun relearning all the new units and all that stuff. Because I mean, in those 2 matches that I played, which are actually in the dry run, in the extended dry run as well, I quickly learned that there are a ton of new units and a ton of things that I do not know about that game anymore. So I can't wait to have the time to learn everything. Because I forgot that there was like landmines that you had to worry about from Terran now, and there's like this new floating ship. I forget the name of it. It's the mothership core for Protoss and all this crazy shit going on.
But
Like
you can
they
actually morph into a mothership.
really,
Really?
Oh,
Found
God.
out.
Yeah. So there's a ton of
Wow.
shit that I just need to like learn.
All of the meta
I don't know-
game.
yeah. I don't know the build. I don't think the builds will change too much, but it's just
Well,
seems
they
like-
might. Maybe people go in fast Tempest and just outrange all your shit.
yeah.
Hang out at the sides of the map.
But wait, what is this? Are you speaking from something?
That
Tempest
happened
is
to you?
no. I'm just saying
Okay.
things. Just
I
because
was like,
Tempests have really long range,
Okay.
like off-screen range,
Okay.
Oh, wow.
like siege tank style range.
Okay.
Oh, really? So it's a Protoss.
Wait, what are
siege tank,
Tempests?
Pretty much.
They're the,
Oh, the
big
new
things with the
green-
like zappy. They're flying units and they have the zappy thing inside
remember
their
now.
core, and then they shoot.
They
Electric
shoot zappy
ball things.
They shoot
Yeah.
zappy things.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so many clicky sounds. Stupid game. I really don't like God of War multiplayer.
I don't know why you're playing it.
Because there's no
Because
other-
you don't have StarCraft yet. I know.
I don't have StarCraft yet, and it's pretty clacky, and it would just be weird to try and play that
You
at the
we
same time.
I could sign into my account. You can
No,
play
it's okay.
StarCraft.
I really don't want to do that on the keyboard during the podcast, but
That's
no,
why you need to get a
it's-
different keyboard.
Yeah, I do want to.
I really like the StarCraft campaign, is what I've realized from playing this
Yeah.
more, because they do it enough to change up the missions every single time
That's
and make them
unique.
interesting. That I really just, I think after I finish this one, I'm gonna go back and play Wings of Liberty again.
Really?
I've got it. I've got it re-downloaded so I can play through Wings of Liberty and then roll into the.
I have
the next one.
Wings of Liberty. I started going through it on Brutal before. Well, I wanted to finish going through it on Brutal before I played Heart of the Swarm. Wow, I can never remember. I'm always like hots. Okay, let's go through each letter.
Heart.
But
Swarm.
Okay, now okay, good.
All right, we're good.
But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, no. So I tried going on Brutal, and man, I couldn't even get past the first level
Really?
because
Just got shit kicked.
it's if I could have got to the base building level. No, that's right. No, I beat the first level, but anything that wasn't base building, where it gives you a select amount of units and you can't replenish them, like there's no medics or anything. It's so hard. You have to really manage and micro everything, or
Really?
else it's just like
Sounds crazy.
yeah. But no, I really think that with Heart of the Swarm, I might actually start it on Brutal because I feel like I'm a bit stronger as a Zerg than I ever will be
As we noticed while
yeah.
you were playing on normal.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of seeing that, I was like, yeah, I should probably not play this on normal like you were, because no, not like you were, but like it was set.
Well,
to
no,
during-
I'm not that amazing at StarCraft.
Yeah.
I am bronze or silver at best.
yeah.
Yes, we are. I'm proud of it.
Riccio, you lose.
I don't know what's happening. Sorry, I'm very distracted by I don't even know. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know what else to say about Heart of the Swarm. I want to play so much of it. I wish I could say more about it, but I don't have any experience of oh yeah, no, the multiplayer still feels awesome because I've only played those
2 matches,
2 or 3 matches.
You got your fix, and
I didn't. No, it's safe to say I did not get my fix.
Just made it worse.
I just made it worse because I went back to play
5 multiplayer matches, and that's it. So
I went back and kept playing Wings of Liberty though, since I haven't had it yet, really? I don't know if people who are still in Wings of Liberty are just getting worse or something, but
all the good people moved up to HOTS.
That's what I think it is. So I've just been really.
You've been dominating. Can you be a grandmaster now?
No, I don't think a grandmaster.
Everybody else is just done with Wings of Liberty.
Maybe I should go play Wings of Liberty again.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna rank up to platinum.
But no, what happened was I went in a match, and it was because the game came out Heart of the Swarm. They redid the season. It was they lined it up with starting a new season in the whatever leagues. It told me, oh, you got to do one more match to see what ranking or leaderboard or not leaderboard. What the hell's it called again? If I'm gold, platinum, or all that stuff, which
your ranking
division I'm in.
Division.
Thank you. So I thank you to myself. No. So I do my one match, completely annihilate the guy. And what happened is before I used to be in platinum, I didn't play enough, so I went down back into gold, even though I was still really good. So I do this one match, and I'm like, okay, well, it'll probably put me into platinum because I completely demolished this dude, and the guy I went up against was also a high level gold. And I just demolished him, and it's oh, you go back in gold. And because of that, every match that I've been playing has just been
you've just
rolling dudes. And
really?
I want to play Heart of the Swarm so bad. So I'm oh god, I want to have new stuff. I want to have Hydralisks that move fast. I want to do all this cool stuff. So I'm pumped. I'm ready to go, but I just can't yet.
But then they'll all get blown up by mines.
Yeah. But the second my post
those mines hit flying units too.
Seriously?
I noticed that today. That sucks. That really sucks.
That's awesome.
Because so far for Zerg, what I was thinking is hey, you use an Overseer because they can see invisible units, and then you just roll in a Zergling and then have it waste the hit or something, and then just roll everybody else in and attack it. No, because then you bring the Overseer in and it just gets annihilated or something.
So I'm
going to try and just mass widow mines.
I hate you.
Oh my god, Dan, it's perfect.
That's the only way to stop it is just join them. Yeah, so anyways, other than Heart of the Swarm, do you want to talk about some of this? Because it's kind of fresh and we're kind of seeing it right now.
I am going to load up my Raptor page, though, because I played some other stuff that I want to talk about, but I've forgotten.
So God of War Ascension, I haven't played any single player yet because I've been waiting to broadcast it. It's something else I kind of got. I had a really bad week with stuff that arriving in the mail, because this and Heart of the Swarm were both supposed to arrive, and they both kind of got lost. This one managed to fit in my mailbox. Apparently, they kept Heart of the Swarm at the mail box office, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Post office?
Thank you. That's the office. So I wasn't able to actually pick up Heart of the Swarm yet. But yeah, so anyways, I finally at least got to pick this up today. So I haven't tried any of the multiplayer, any of the single player. I've only been in the multiplayer. And just like when we played the beta, this game still isn't really good. It's a lot of mashing. It's a lot of just hoping that your team is going to be with you. If not, you're kind of fucked. And it has a little stuff built in, hey, you can block, hey, you can evade roll, and you can kind of do parries and stuff. But there seems to be this weird delay or this lag in almost every match I've gotten into that just kind of makes it so you can try your hardest to make that stuff work, but you're probably not going to be successful with any of it. But anyways, what it is for the multiplayer is just pretty much like a beat 'em up. And I've just realized that no one can join mid-match, so currently it is now a 2-on-1 because my partner decided to leave. So this is going to be a hell of a fun match. But anyways,
may as well just put the controller down.
No, I'm going to keep getting experience. But it's a beat 'em up. You do get experience for doing a lot of stuff, and similar to stuff like Uncharted, there's medals and stuff that pop up hey, you've been looting chests and you killed people and you retaliated and all this crazy stuff. And yeah, I don't know. It has a lot of neat stuff that could have been awesome in it if the fighting was actually worthwhile or worked or did whatever. But it doesn't work in multiplayer. It's just this weird sort of like in single player, you juggle dudes with like your AoEs and all that shit, and you'd kind of just keep comboing. In this, the second you start getting juggled or you start bouncing around, it's just like don't even bother holding onto the controller because there's nothing you can do. I don't know if like if you're watching the video version right now, it's kind of tough because like you're just getting thrown and it's just weird. It's I don't know. I'm hoping the single player is gonna totally make up for this because it's sort of really poop. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have.
Did
much.
it reviewed well?
I'm not sure actually. I didn't really check. It might have, but I don't actually know how long the single player is either. I'm hoping at least some sort of length that isn't like 5 hours. I don't know how long were the other God of War games, Dan? I completely forgot during my playthroughs.
Like 12-ish.
12-ish, really? Oh wow. So
Yeah, they were long games.
it's not so bad.
Maybe 10. I don't know.
But so far, what I've actually heard from the
1
story
and 2
in
were
this game.
shit.
So this
really
game's
like
actually
3.
a prequel, and from what I've heard is that
Before he was a god, he
yeah.
was a man.
So
That's what it says on the
I was
back of
wrong.
the
Someone
box.
actually
And then he
mentioned.
was a god man.
No, never mind. That's not somebody. That's just a god. I thought somebody was able to join my game and help me, but no, it's somebody who's also fighting me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I'll play more of it and say more next week. But so far today, from everything that Dan has seen and Devin has seen, and I've been playing this,
I don't like it.
Yeah, it doesn't
it's wonky as fuck.
look good. It looks weird. Weird design choices.
There's just weird multiplayer stuff that most games just get right because
Yeah.
it's multiplayer stuff.
But what I don't get is this game had like a beta, and I don't know if people were just like, yeah, no, that feels real good and real tight, but that sounds bad. Those bad choice words. But anyway, no, I don't know. It's the stuff that you'd think that yeah, they had a beta, you'd hope that they'd fix it or change stuff, but
They didn't, so.
they really didn't. That kind of sucks.
Do you know you can go to cockfights and sleeping dog?
Yeah, I've never actually been to one though. That's all I got.
Learn something
I thought you were
new
going
every
to
day.
explain more about what they were.
I don't know. I'm going to one right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to a cockfight.
That's kind of cool. I'm murdering a dude. I don't even know what's happening. I'm sliding around the map. I'm glad everybody saw that if ever you're watching the video version. But yeah, I don't know. I'm done talking about Ascension because there's really not much to talk about. The multiplayer only goes so far.
At least.
Yeah. You level up items and stuff.
We
That's
know
kind of
enough
cool.
that we don't like the multiplayer at all. And I'm confused as to why you're still playing.
There's this weird sort of like, this is kind of fun, right? But it's not. It's just sort of.
You like this?
I'm hoping that I'm gonna get some sort of money's worth out of this. But
You've been playing Awesomenauts. I play Awesomenauts every day.
Really? You actually gotten way back into that?
Every single day, yes.
I played my first match with you today in a long time.
In how long? Okay.
We fucking lost.
You're just hateful. It's my first match in like months.
We fucking lost.
Oh, hold on. So we're being told that God of War actually got 79 on Metacritic, or an 80 on Metacritic.
Oh,
so
wow.
I guess the single player must be really good to make up for this, which I'm still excited to play. But yeah.
Most of the God of Wars were like 10 out of 10 type. Like they were
Yeah.
perfect games, right? Or at least 9s.
But not to mention, yeah, I just realized that.
They were system sellers. is
Yeah,
what they were.
they were. They really were.
But not only that, like recently, I just finished playing Revengeance. And
All these fucking PS3 games sitting out on my fucking
yeah,
desk.
that's my thing. So Revengeance, Devil May Cry. Wasn't there another hack and slash game? Don't throw more PlayStation games at me. Anyway, but I don't know if I'm gonna be still in the mood to
Play another.
Not that the other games are really mashing
I've only
buttons,
played
but
2. DMC and...
Team C and Metal Gear.
okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know.
Feeling weird about it?
Yeah, I'm feeling weird about it. I'm glad I kind of get it, and I got it for one really dumb reason that I'll be able to play the Last of Us demo, I guess, early-ish.
Fair enough.
That doesn't really matter.
It's a really dumb reason.
Yeah, it's a really dumb reason.
$60.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was $40. I managed to get it $20 off.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
in
That makes it
purchasing
a little
this,
bit
I'm
better.
getting $20 off of Last of Us, so that's
You
also.
fell into their trap.
I fell into their trap, as Dan keeps saying, and makes me sad. But that's yes.
You could have had just Last of Us for $60.
As opposed to God of War and The Last of Us
Yeah.
for
For 80.
80.
Yeah.
Now you feel compelled to play this garbage multiplayer.
I want to really show everybody how good this multiplayer is. If everybody wants to watch this. But yeah. So you guys talking about Awesomenauts? What was the last character they added?
Genji, the pollen priest.
Yes.
Did you explain this last time? Remember we kind of talked about
Yes.
it. Yeah, okay,
I
you did.
absolutely did.
Okay. I just can't remember because I didn't actually play, and I think I wanted to, and then I just completely forgot.
I would have seen you online playing because you.
No, I was totally playing. You must have been just sleeping. I'm gonna guess you were just sleeping. You must have missed me. Right?
Yeah, I'll join this cockfight.
That is a weird. Okay. Okay, Devin. No more talking from you.
You
Can
can
I
place you can place bets and shit, and select what fighter you want.
It sounds like it's a Street Fighter.
Like,
I was gonna say a cockfighter. That doesn't. Oh no, that's the proper word, isn't it?
yeah, I can place like $20,000, $30,000 or Hong Kong dollars, and they give you like odds and stuff. It's
Really?
yeah, it's pretty intense.
Does it look good?
Looks
Is it
like
vicious beating of the cock? That sounds okay.
two.
That okay.
Wow. Okay,
Wait,
this
no.
is actually pretty like
Gruesome?
yeah, like feathers are flying, blood's going. It's
I don't know if feathers are flying. That sounds like it's a pillow fight to me.
come on,
Pillowy,
white cock,
a pillowy. Okay.
beat that black one.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so Devin, are you playing a DLC right there? Is that
No,
what you're playing right now?
I was playing DLC beforehand.
Have you? Is that what you've been playing this week?
That more Civ, Halo. I don't know.
Okay.
I've been wanting to play Stalker again, so I was downloading that.
Which Stalker?
Clear Sky.
No. Okay.
It's the middle one.
Yeah. No. Yeah. What's the? No. Yeah. It's Call of Pripyat was the final
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Call it Pripyat,
Okay.
the last one.
Okay.
And then I've realized that I wanted to play Metro.
Did you ever finish that?
No,
I remember you said you were kind of having a
I'm
weirder time
having
with
that. My save has me at this point where I've got like 2 gas masks, and they're not enough to get me to the next grouping
that's
of gas
probably-
masks.
It's probably not that fun then, huh?
So it's just been trying to like run past monsters and get gas masks. It's just not fun. So I think I'm gonna restart it and spend all my bullets on gas masks up front.
Or you could just use your bullets as bullets.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's really the game's really weird because you have to keep cycling in gas masks, but they don't really kind of.
Yeah, it's really weird with that stuff. I remember.
They don't. It's not like it's just like, oh, you're out of gas masks, cycle in a new one. It's just kind of like you have to listen to his breathing, and then when his breathing gets pretty crazy.
Did we talk about how Metro Last Light finally has a release date of like May?
Oh no, you didn't.
Was it April? Is it April 14th?
Oh
May
god
14th?
damn.
It's soon. Dan, do you want to check there or something? I don't know. But anyway, no. Yeah, man, I'm so excited to play Last Light.
From what I got from Metro, it was really good, and it's the exact feel of like Stalker. Because it wasn't made by the same developers.
Yeah, well, part of the dev team or something. I don't fully remember.
It has that really good Stalker feel to it, where it's got a good ambiance of like the world is completely messed up and
Can you say ambiance on what?
ambiance.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
It's good ambiance.
Good ambiance.
Ambiance.
I like it.
I don't know. So I want to play more of that. So I think next weekend I'm gonna have some stories.
Nice. I like it.
Good. I keep breaking the Stalker game, so because you're not supposed to be able to kill military dudes in the first one, and every time I play the game, I end up like with some of the best guns.
Do you ever play? I know we've probably talked about Stalker a lot before, but like, do you play it with mods on, or do you just like going in through the
I play vanilla.
vanilla? Yeah, okay. I was
just
like,
play
I was
vanilla.
like,
Pretty sure you don't even install the head bob mod, so you get rid of that fucking weird.
No, I leave it just because I'm used to it. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind.
like that, Bob.
I wouldn't mind playing.
I handle it. It's too much.
There's too much head bob in that.
Do you
for
get sick, or does it just give you like you just don't like
I
it?
just don't like it.
Okay. So I know a lot of people get like motion sick and stuff with games, which I'm really glad I don't get.
Oh man.
Which I'm pretty sure, sadly, a lot of people might get while I'm playing games. Like watching me, I'll be like spinning around and shit. I'm like, oh god, I really hope I'm not like killing someone right now. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, man. Oh god, now that you mentioned Last Light, I really want to play that.
I'm seriously looking forward to it.
I was really scared whenever it got announced that that like the whole THQ stuff went down. I was like, oh god, they better not. But A4 games or whatever better still be totally okay, because if stuff goes down, I don't know if I'll be able to live with myself not being able to play a new Stalker game. So
I think it would be really weird if, like, I know the Stalker game has its release date now, but if THQ went solvent as it did and they didn't put out last
Oh
night.
man, if they want to put out, dude. I want to know just a comment on the video version or any version that you guys, if you guys want to tweet us. I want to know how much mashing you guys can hear from this game. Like, cause I'm just fucking going all out on this controller. Just,
I can hear it really clearly.
I'm dead right now, but that's just an example. But man, I don't even know what to. I feel like I didn't play much this week.
I didn't really, to be honest with you. I just played the normal, regular Halos. I played a little more XCOM.
Because it was used up an entire day on board games, is why.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I guess so.
That was a real fun Card Against Humanity game.
I have. I forgot I still have to complain about 2 things, and I feel really bad for that.
Are they called Sim City?
Sim and City, yes. No, but Sim City, I finally got to play a little bit, and I've been following the actual SimCity Reddit because there seems to be a lot of good conversation going on there for people trying to figure out like what's busted in the game or all that weird going on business. And there was a thread going on where somebody was describing what they realized about the AI in the game. And after reading that thread, it's kind of made me, well, it's not, it has to do about that thread and just kind of the game as a whole. I've sort of not wanted to even play the game at all anymore. Like it's been out for, now it'll be like a week and a day or something.
Yep.
Even though it hasn't really been playable for that long.
Day,
yeah. I'm done with it. I'm not.
Wow.
Already?
It's already like I want to already uninstall it just because the plots of land are really small. I know that's a kind of thing that everybody has been complaining about, which is, I don't know, understandable. Because the other maps are pretty much the size of some of the regions. Like in SimCity 4, it was pretty much the size of like a whole region of like 4 lands in this one. I'm probably completely wrong in these. I hate doing this, but I think the current ones are, if you were to like translate it to our sizes, it'd be 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers.
Really? That's it?
And in SimCity 4, they used to be 14 by 14 or 16 by 16. And you could terraform, so you could like make a river or a lake or do something or whatever you want. Or if you had to like get rid of it, if there was like a plateau, you could lower it and just make it like flat land and do whatever the hell you wanted with it. And this you can't, so you're kind of stuck with some really messed up levels. And not that I've actually played on this map, but there's a region where there's 16 plots, and there's one level called Titan Gorge, I believe. And what it is it's a raised plateau, and then a big mountain, and there's a small bottom part, and then there's a lake going through it. So the squares are already 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers. You can maybe use like 300 like meters of that shit. It's really, really, really busted up. But anyways, that's not my main complaint. But yeah, so for the AI in that game, and I just want to explain it. Devin or Dan, you guys ever kind of delved into any coding or heard some sort of coding stuff?
No, I know.
You know, whenever AIs go for like the point of closest is like the shortest path is what they'll take.
Yeah.
That is pretty much from what people have been noticing, and what I've kind of noticed because somebody told me about it. It's kind of like that. Once you see it, you can never
unsee it.
Unsee it. Every AI, you know how they said you can click and you can see what everyone's doing every day.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, when the clock hits midnight in the game, every sim kind of effectively like loses their job. Like it's a fresh start.
Really?
And then when they wake up in the morning, they'll get in their car, or they'll walk, or they'll take a bus, and the first building they hit, whether it's a whether it's a commercial building or an industrial, whichever one's the first one they hit is where they work.
Really?
And they'll work there all day. So let's say
it's pretty intense.
And certain buildings, depending on how rich they are, you need to have higher class people working in certain places and smarter people working in like industry so that they don't burn down the place. So you have to somehow make your city in a way that the shortest path for the smart people is to get to the industry, and then on the way home, hit the commercial district, or else the smart people who are probably like, the way the game works is the smarter you are, you kind of work in the higher thingy, you have higher class, so you only want to buy higher class things. So if the shortest path back isn't through a higher class market, then they won't buy anything and the markets go out of business. So you have to somehow get rich people going to the markets, rich people going to the in industry, or like higher, smarter people, and then also the lower class people or the dumber people going to the dumber places, and split that up without fucking it up. or else the smart people go to the dumb places, and then all the dumb people go to the smart places and burn down all your industry and all that stupid shit. And then, so that's one problem. Everything works off like closest instead of kind of, you know, like AI, which is kind of crap. And not only that, what you have to build in the game is like fire stations and ambulances and all that crap to kind of deal with fires and sick people and criminals.
You know, the normal city.
The normal stuff. So what sucks is one police station, the first one you build up, you can kind of upgrade it to have up to, I don't know, I think it's like 8 cop cars, or 8 times 2, like 8 buildings you put down, each one has 2 cop cars, so you can have a decent amount. And then what happens is, just for an example, say you have 12 cop cars in one police district station thing, and then one crime erupts, it will send all 12 fucking cop cars out of your cop station towards it, blocking every road, and just, if they all block each other, they'll get stuck and they'll just start doing circles in the road, or just like fuck up your entire traffic, then your buses aren't going anymore, and then people are complaining about that, then there's unhappiness, then a fire will break out, then they get fucking stuck in that same traffic jam, and then an ambulance decides to just, somebody gets sick, all the ambulances bust out, and because it's all shortest path, everyone takes like the fucking, if you have like one little highway kind of going everywhere, which I know is like a normal kind of problem, but if you have not, even if you have bigger roads, they'll take the shortest path, which will fuck everything up. And now apparently the AI is built in a way that it'll always take the best road, and you can choose high density, low density, and all that. So if they'll always take like a higher density road over a low density road. So if you were to somehow like fucking puzzle your city in some sort of mishmash of shit roads and better roads just so you could get people around, you could possibly make it and be okay. But it's not. Like, it's just some sort of weird. It's fucked when you finally realize what's going on. Like, I kind of scrolled back and I looked at it and I was like, all my fucking ambulances are in this corner, all my firemen are in this corner, and there's like 6 fires going on, but the closest one was the one that they all went to all at the same time, and you only need 1 fire truck per fire, and it's just,
can you direct fire trucks to different ones?
You don't have control over anything.
It's all just,
so it's just, it's really fucked watching the AI work in that game, and it just seeing that makes me really sad. And my own little story for that is I had a city that was thriving. I was making like 10 grand an hour in that thing, which is a decent amount to start getting rich, and then upgrade your stuff to a higher class, and then work on the region great works things that you want to.
Great works.
Yeah, the great works. So I was starting to get to that, and then one of my buddies' cities was just going to shit. Like it's there was crime rates, there was fire, and he couldn't get around, probably because of the AI and stuff, which kind of really sucked. And there's no way to like, you can abandon a plot of land, but it doesn't reset it. So if you abandon it and you take it back up again, then you just become the mayor of a shit city. So
that really sucks.
So he had to go around and then destroy every building and just break every road and kind of like crappily start from scratch, which I guess is still okay. And I guess you start with extra money, but anyways, it kind of sucked that way. But him destroying his city hall was what was allowing my city to have a better working water plant.
What?
Yeah, because he had like a department of utilities or something. So it broke, causing everybody in my 2 water plants to forget how to use them, causing my city to run out of water, which then fires broke out everywhere, which no one could deal with. And then everybody got sick, apparently, because there was no water. And then schools lost power because there was no water going to the fucking coal plant to cool it down. And then the crime exploded, and then I got like hit by like a fucking meteor shower, and I was like, this is stupid. And then I went from having plus 10,000 every hour to minus 2,000 and losing everybody due to like death and crime and everything. And it was just, I had to pretty much quit out of the game for like 2 hours until he was able to re-get his stuff up and working. Because what I did is I tried to zone out of my region and make like another region just to start off and whatever, but the servers are still fucked, so I couldn't actually claim a plot of land. It would just make me observe everything. So, not to mention that also cheater mode isn't in the game anymore, or yet. They took it out because of lag or something, and I don't know. Server stress. Which is, I don't know, really messed up. I don't know. I hate to feel like I'm complaining every week about a different game, but it makes me sad that SimCity was something I was so excited for. During all this server fuck ups, I constantly tried to get in. So I was like, you know what? I want to give this game a chance. I'm really still having fun when I'm like able to get in. But after kind of seeing, and I don't know if it's just me, maybe it's just because that's what it appears like for all the AI. But after seeing that it's not just the server, it's actually like the game is kind of shit.
Makes you
I
sad.
don't even want to load into it. It's like, what am I gonna do? Just deal with a city that's fucked, and then just like constantly try and fix it,
And just be depressed.
and just
that
be
you
depressed.
can't.
And there's a quote that I saw on the on Reddit that I really liked about the game, and it's like, instead of building the city, and Glassbox is the name of the engine that they use for that game, and his quote is, instead of building the city that I want to build, I have to build the city that Glassbox is forcing me to. And it totally feels like that way. Once you get to the point where the game is breaking on you, and it doesn't, not that it's unplayable, but it becomes like you're not having fun. You're not building a city that you want it to like look like. You're not like, oh, I want to have cool curved roads and do all this nice looking shit. You have to keep doing it the way it wants you to do it, or else it just don't even bother because your city's gonna go to shit.
Yeah, it's my way or the highway.
Yeah,
There's
makes me
there's
really
no
sad.
give.
Yeah, which makes me kind of sad. And some people have managed to make really cool cities and all that, except for then you can't make them become thriving cities because you're limited by all the shit that you're supposed to be keeping up with, but then you don't have the room for. And anyways, all that stuff. Anyways, I just wanted to complain about that a bit because I'm really sad about that, and I think I'm already done with SimCity. Like
That's a disappointment.
I'm really sad about that.
It's a real big disappointment.
Money
to hear
well
that.
spent.
Money definitely not well spent. And I was thinking about it because they're like, yeah, we'll have bigger plots of lands in there at some point, right? And my thought is that they're probably going to sell bigger regions and have those plots of lands be the ones that have bigger city areas. You know what I mean? Like,
So like pay to get a bigger.
yeah. So
plot.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they did. What they would do. Sorry, but either way, what they have said is because of all the server stuff, they're going to be offering a free game on March 18th. Still have no idea what that's going to be, but
Dragon Age 2.
I hope not. Anyways,
Dragon Age.
enough of that complaining, but
The Sims 3.
Sims
And all
5,
the DLC.
SimCity 5.
Yeah, just another copy of SimCity.
Yeah.
Give it to your friend.
If you connect two at once, you actually get into the servers.
Yeah. But it makes me sad. Like, oh, fuck. Like, I was so excited for The Sims, and I kept saying, I think it was last week, like, yeah, despite the servers being fucked, like, when everything's going to work, it's going to be awesome. Another issue is when you make a region, they could be 2 people, 5 people, 7, 12, 14. Like, there's all these weird numbers.
Okay.
However, let's say if you get a group of friends together and you make a 16 plot area, and plots are like where you can choose to build a city. If you build a 16 plot area, only 4 cities are actually connected at a time that can trade and do all that stuff. So you're essentially, sure, you have 16 friends playing, but you're really only playing with 3 other dudes.
So what's the most efficient way to play with the most number of people? A 5?
There's a single map, I think it's 7, and it's an island that's kind of like a crescent, and I think it has all the plots connected via a road at least, and then some of them are railway only, and some can do boats only. Not only, but like as well.
But
between
everyone
each other,
is
yeah. But
connected
everyone
by
is
a road.
somehow connected, which is
So that's actually
probably
the one you want to pick.
Yeah. But what I hate is, let's say you were to do that, and let's say one person's city goes to shitty goes to sit.
Shitty goes to shit.
City goes to shit. I don't like how you can't like just restart or like kick him out. You have to like go in there and like kick him out, abandon his city, claim it, destroy everything in it, and then I don't know. It seems like it's. I wish it would be better. I wish I could love it.
You wish it was a better game.
I wish it was a better game, and I'm really hoping. The server stuff seems to be fixed. You can get in, and some stuff is still busted, but it still works. And I'm hoping that now that they don't have to deal with that, they can start to get to work on the patches and stuff. Because there's a lot of glitches. Currently, you can build certain cities to either do gambling or all this stuff. If you build a gambling, you make like a casino city and all that shit, so tourists come and
It's
spend
all
money.
commercial.
Yeah, pretty much. But right now, gambling, casinos, the bigger casinos, like the actual casinos that you build, don't make any money. Like they're just glitched or something. So there's some big bugs in the game that they need to fix. And I'm hoping that now they don't have to worry about the servers as much. They'll kind of
Have the time to patch it a little bit more
patch
and
it up.
maybe put some effort into it.
Yeah. But stuff like the AI, I don't know how easy that is to fix.
I don't know that you could fix that.
I mean, you could, but if you think of the processing power that it's going to take from
That's
having
like making a whole other game.
Yeah, but I mean, it also changed like almost the requirements for the game, because then if instead of being everybody going the shortest path, that doesn't take a lot of CPU whatever cycles, but if every sim in your city then gets a mind of its own, that game is just gonna fucking bog down. It's gonna be retarded.
That's way too much resources to
Yeah.
be able to do that.
And one thing that I read on Kotaku, and stab me for that if that makes people sad. But
I like Kotaku.
I don't mind them. There's certain pieces that I think they're weird, but I still
I'm a
like
huge
going
fan
there.
of it, Dan.
But anyway, so what one person at Kotaku realized is that if you unplug your network connection from that game, it won't disconnect you until
Was it for
20
19
minutes. Yeah, 19 or 20 minutes.
Oh, so that's what the timer is
yeah.
20-minute timer.
And Maxis and EA have been saying that, it's because we're computing stuff on the server, so we're trying to offload some of that so your CPU can run it. But he unplugged his connection for 20 minutes. During that time, it still managed to trade between cities.
Well, only for like half of it.
For half of it, he managed to trade between cities. But the entire 20 minutes, he was able to do whatever the hell he wanted in a city, except for, let's say if he had a coal power plant, you can buy stuff from a global market, which is other players, just in case there's no more coal in your region, you can buy it from other people. Other than that market, he could do everything.
Really?
So I'm kind of curious as to what offloading is really happening. Especially if unless like the AI is supposed to be server side and then just kind of flick that switch and like fuck it for now.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not gonna uninstall it just yet. I have the hope that there's gonna be some sort of quote unquote Jesus patch that's gonna come out and fix everything and make the game awesome, but
I don't know that that'll happen.
yeah. I believe that Maxis can do it because I know they've kind of patched a lot of stuff in a lot of the old sim games and maybe an expansion will come by and fix it. I don't know. It's just sad that it had a rocky launch, and now that you're actually able to play the game, it's not something that I want to play.
That's really sad.
It's just sad. But anyway, anything else you guys want to talk about?
Not really.
Unplayed some Uncharted 3 multiplayer.
Oh, actually, I tried what's it called? Banner Saga Factions. It's a new free-to-play turn-based strategy game on Steam.
Oh,
How's that?
It's cool. I only played a couple games of it.
turn-based.
It's interesting.
How does that? Is it like asynchronous? Like you can kind of submit turns,
no,
or
you just
that's kind of cool.
sit in a match and
Is it like a hex grid or what kind of, or is it just
just a grid. Just,
what is it?
it's free to play. So
Yeah, but Banner Saga, would that be like medievally or like what?
it's kind of Viking-ish.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
You can give it a try. It's free. It's not that big a download.
For the price of what? No.
I don't know if there's private matches or anything in it actually. So
Is there anything you can actually buy, or is?
it's mostly cosmetic stuff.
Okay, that's cool.
For completing matches and getting kills and stuff in matches because it's only like 6-on-6.
Oh, really?
But
Okay.
then each player has like initiative or whatever, so it doesn't just like a fast character won't go like twice per like full round of combat or anything like that, but it alternates. So there's going to be a blue turn, then a red turn, then a blue turn, then a red turn, then a blue turn, then a red turn. A unit's initiative just says what slot they're going to be in from the start of the game.
Okay.
So units with like quick units are going to be the first that you're going to move out of all those. And,
Okay.
yeah, it's interesting. It's nice that it's free. I don't know how fully featured or anything it is, but
Is it turn-based in a way, kind of like not like Advanced Warsy, but like you build like an army, or is it
no,
sort
it's
of
just you go
Fire
in
Emblem where you have
6 units and then that's it.
But it's 6
okay.
units that you get to kind of customize, sort of, or is it just like 6?
The customizations all cost money, but when every unit starts as it's just like a fighter or an archer, or there's 2
Like melee units?
well, no, they're kind of big tank-ish units.
Okay,
All right.
They're from like a different race. They have horns.
that's kind of cool. It almost sounds like not Fire Emblem-y, but like sort of make your own characters. We just learned that God of War Ascension multiplayer does not have a host migration.
Oh, really?
No.
That's
I'm
good.
really disappointed in a lot of stuff this week. I feel bad for being a complaining person.
That's okay.
Depressing
It needs
tone
to be
over
said.
Bear
this
with me,
podcast.
everybody. I love you guys.
Just having this game playing is just depressing me.
I'm gonna switch it.
Yes, Banner Saga. The customization is all locked by either money or renown.
Oh, you meant money like real money?
Yeah.
Oh, Okay.
And then
it's free to play.
It's got an in-game.
But
currency.
but those are the cosmetic things that you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, can you equip your dudes? Like, if it's a Viking, like, can you like choose like, okay, I want to have like a warrior dude and like have him like have a better item or? No, it's just okay, cool. That's cool.
Everyone's got all kinds of stats and different skills. Like, it has that kind of Fire Emblem thing where when one of your guys gets 5 kills,
Okay.
you can level them up, and there's no permadeath. In this
Okay, so I
game.
was gonna say if there was levels, that's cool.
Um,
Is it only for that match or?
no, it's overall.
Cool.
When they get 5 kills, you can rank them up into a different class, and each of those classes have special abilities. And then when you do that, you get to name the unit.
Oh, nice. Is it anything
and
you want?
You can re-customize it depending on how much money you have. Yeah, you can.
Let's see if I can bring up like a cool. Get a.
Oh, so you can have an idea of what it looks
Yeah,
like.
I want to also try to just bring it up on the actual video version. The Banner Saga factions.
Yep.
So
it has really good art in it as well. Is the other thing.
Yeah, so we're gonna go
they're
ahead and,
they're very basic maps. They're not anything fancy.
let's see if we can actually bring this up on this. Looks pretty nifty. It looks really cartoony almost. But yeah, so I guess units actually take more than one
Those
slot.
are the
or
big units from the other races. The humans only take
one.
one. Yeah.
I like the art style. I really like the art style.
It's interesting.
actually.
There's lots of stats and stuff. I haven't really figured out how it works yet. When you attack, everyone's got an armor rating and a health rating.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see down here the order of people. And
Yeah, so it's always red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. red.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Everyone's got an armor and a health rating. Oh no, I thought that was a game.
No,
starting.
it's just,
never mind. Everyone's got an armor and health rating, and
it in
attacks. Your health is also your damage.
Okay.
All right.
And so when you attack someone, the damage you actually do to them is like, I'm not entirely sure how it's calculated, but
Okay.
you have the ability to, you can either just attack someone's health, and it'll do a certain amount of damage, and when they lose all their health, they are knocked out.
Okay.
Or you can attack someone's armor, and the more damage you deal to their armor,
The less attack they do.
yeah, but it's not the reason why I don't know how it determines how much damage you do is because some people have like huge armor ratings and then not so much health, but even like lower health units can still just deal health damage to them.
Huh.
So I don't know how it figures that out. There is
Okay.
hit percentage on some stuff, so maybe it
Maybe it's
factors
that,
into
yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm not
I-
totally sure. There's also what is it called? It's little yellow stars. I want
Seems to be at the
to say
top
it's
here.
like no, that's the.
No.
I'll explain that in a second.
Okay.
Once I see if I can remember the name of the yellow stars. It's
Stars.
like willpower is what it's called.
Okay.
Okay. So when you are attacking someone or moving,
Okay.
you can use willpower points to increase whatever you're doing by
I
one.
wish we could do a drawing of this at some point. Seems really cool.
We
actually.
could. I still haven't figured out enough of it or played enough of it. The
Cool.
problem is that it's only online. There's no skirmish or
Oh, really?
anything.
It's always
You
against.
just jump in. You're like, okay, let's figure this out.
Well, there's a quick tutorial,
Okay.
but it's like 3 dudes standing still, and it's like, okay, run up, hit them. This is how you hit things.
I just want to point something out. In this picture, it seems like people are facing different directions. I'm guessing there's like flanking and stuff.
They don't surface it if there is.
All right then.
Uh,
Get rid of that picture.
but yeah, there's willpower. So when you're moving, in XCOM you could do dashing.
Yeah.
So you can use up a willpower point to move 1 extra square
Okay.
up to 2 times
And how do you get
per
willpower?
turn. Every unit has a finite amount when they start the match.
Oh.
As you get kills and stuff, that horn that was at the top of the screen,
Yeah.
you can, on a unit's turn, click that horn and refill their willpower
fully.
from like a global pool.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, you see how that has like 6 spots on it?
Yeah.
So you can only refill, like, the horn only fills up that much, and then each spot is just 1 willpower point.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Often I found matches don't
Last
go
long.
long enough where you shouldn't just be like willpowering every single attack to the fullest.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask because
But I never
if it's
use willpower
turn-based-
for moving.
if it's turn based,
Wow.
how long does it normally take you for a match?
20 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad. I was kind of expecting you'd almost say like an hour or something.
No. Because it's only 6 on 6, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
And then when you beat a level, you get there's challenges you can complete. You definitely get more. It's called renown. Is their like in-game currency?
Okay.
You definitely get more of it if you win. But you get a little bit of renown for every unit you kill, and I think you get like 3 renown if you lose.
What do you spend renown on?
You can spend it on certain customizations. Other customizations only you can only buy with money.
Okay.
And you can use it to rank up your units.
Okay.
And use it to buy more units. So if you wanted to go for like an all archer team, you could eventually get enough renown.
So do you have a default that you start with at the start? And
Yeah,
then
you get 2 archers. You get one of each of the classes that the other race has. One's like a big shield, more defense based dude. And the other one's like all attack guy with a big axe.
Okay.
So 2 archers, them, and then you get 2 basic like fighter humans.
Okay.
But
Sword
in
and
the
shield
course
dude,
of the tutorial, you get to just sword and shield type dudes. You get to rank up one of them into a different class with a special ability to.
Oh, so
show
by
them stuff
leveling them up, you actually get to like a higher tier. Better fighter. Like,
I want to say there's 3 different.
This seems like an actually really cool game.
Seems pretty intense.
I like that.
Yeah, my only thing with this is that it's free to play, so
You got to pay
recruiting
cash.
You can when you recruit units, you can recruit them with those 5 kills already done, or you can just recruit them by themselves.
Oh, okay.
But the price difference is phenomenal.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like 10 renown, which is like, okay, that's like a match, maybe 2.
Okay.
To recruit someone who doesn't have those 5 kills, but to recruit someone with those 5 kills, I want to say it's like 40 or 50 or something like that.
Oh, jeez.
That's not too much. I mean, if it's only 20
but then
minutes.
also to rank up that unit is another 50 or 30 or something like that.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
to buy any customizations,
And
it's
the game
more
shows
renown.
its dark side.
Well, I mean,
sort of.
I'm sure there's a way to play that game and just be totally happy, not even paying for anything.
The thing is, if you get me in a game like that, as much as it's turn-based, if I'm going to spend 20 minutes, I'd rather play something like StarCraft.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
Well, yeah, you definitely get more. There's more XP popping off stuff in Heart of the Swarm.
no, I don't mean like that. But I mean, if it's 20 minutes long, it would be cool if it was
Well, it
somehow.
depends on how fast you play. I was playing turns like I do in most turn-based strategy games, where I just kind of go with it, and eventually I'll learn to. My go with it strategy will be better, just because I'll eventually get it in my subconscious how to move the units.
Yeah.
But some people can take like.
But
I think you've got like 2 minutes per unit.
Okay, it's not bad. But I mean, like ever
Well, no,
since we've
per
started.
unit, not per
Oh, wow.
turn.
Okay,
So
then.
you see around each of those circles, that counts down per unit. So
But no, like I was saying, ever since we started playing some Hero Academy, like way back when, every
you still
time
haven't submitted your turns.
Yeah, no. Ever since we started doing that, and there's been that like asynchronous stuff where you can play a turn and forget about it. I kind of wish a lot more turn-based games
Did
do
that?
because if you were to play
Like,
this,
what if XCOM multiplayer had that or something?
That would
really
be
cool.
awesome.
Yes, that'd have been cool. So I don't know. Not that I feel like this game would maybe need it, but I'd maybe be more inclined to play it if I get multiple matches going at once, play it, then kind of forget it. Maybe like a little.
Well, I almost
notification when
feel
stuff's
like
going on.
there's so little going on with the maps because they're all just flat plains.
Yeah, I noticed. Like, well, at least that one I noticed. Was kind of
They are all like that.
Oh, is it okay?
Just with different stuff around them, just for atmosphere.
Okay.
I almost feel like it's a game you just put on while you're doing something else.
It's one of those podcast games.
It's kind of those.
Because there's not really any like music or anything
online
going
game.
on either. Yeah, exactly. You're just
Oh, that reminds me,
I want
need
to do
go
something
mine.
while I'm watching this TV show, and I only have to take a turn like every minute and a half or so here.
something you cannot
So-
do with something like Heart of the Swarm.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just really want to play Heart of the Swarm. I'm sorry. It's like the only thing in my head. I'm like, oh man, fuck if I just... But yeah. Anyway,
You'll get it. Don't worry.
I know. It's
Once
just-
you get to the post office, it's like, yeah, unfortunately, we don't have your game.
Oh, we kind of opened that. It had a key on it. We used it. We didn't know that it was gonna keep it. It's then when they're going. That's not them thinking about it. It's them being choked.
You're Darth Vadering them.
Well,
You're
yeah, so-
pre-choking someone.
So the post office. Okay,
do you want to
wanna
talk about
that?
how you saw Star Wars?
Yeah,
over
well,
the
we
weekend?
finally saw Star Wars on the weekend. Thanks to Dan and Devin for being super cool bros. Big thanks to Dan for knowing so much about Star
yeah,
Wars.
that
and-
honestly made Star Wars so much better when you're
but-
just like talking about random trivia.
But not only that, but playing it in
I
that
know.
way.
I can't remember a whole lot of things about school, but Star Wars stuff.
But hold on. Playing it that way so that we have you giving you trivia and also being a cool enough bro that we can kind of have a laugh about everything going on in the movie and you not being like, well, you guys, like, just
shut up and watch
fucking
this
Star
part.
Wars.
It's
Yeah,
really
so
good.
That was really good. I wouldn't have wanted to watch it any other way, and we had a really good
If
time.
I was super serious about Star
Yeah.
Wars,
I would have, I
thought
probably
it
would
was
have
the
been like,
best movies ever made, and
Now,
I probably would have been like, Dan, sorry, bro, you got to buzz home.
do we want to talk about my revelation?
No, I want to talk about how there's one scene in Star Wars where a stormtrooper walks up to Darth Vader and he's choking some dude
Already
out.
pre-choking a dude.
Like there's no context to it whatsoever. He's just choking out a rebel guy.
We want to know his story.
Yeah, I want to know the rebel guy's story.
Yeah, his name is Captain Antilles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. Well,
which fuck.
more
okay.
trivia. But no. So what?
He's at the end of the third movie, getting the droids from Obi-Wan. Anyways.
Oh, really?
So
Same
anyways,
guy.
what we realized is that
Everything is better with a Wookiee scream and a choke.
yeah, but not only we would love to go through the entire movie overlaying a Wookiee's face doing that sound over every death. So we think that'd be phenomenal.
How did we figure that out? Was it when I was talking about the hand shot first?
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, you were. I was talking about Han Solo shooting or Han
No.
Solo.
It started. We thought about that one after, but it was once at the end of the first movie. Spoilers in case anybody's in my old boots, where they're trying to blow up the Death Star or something, and then that one dude just randomly drifted off and like smashed it into a wall. They're like, man, what if like every time someone just randomly died in the background or something, it would just overlay the Wookiee and then. And
make a really sad
Chewbacca,
growl,
and then
yeah.
just and then just with a nice white halo around it, that'd be fantastic. But no, we managed to realize something, or I managed to realize something as we finished up the fifth movie,
Yes. The Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back, is that I've always been talking about like, no, I've seen them when I was a kid. I just kind of fell asleep and didn't remember any of them things from most of them. So we got to the end of it, where spoilers, there's some stuff with Darth Vader, and I was like, whoa.
You don't have to. Okay.
Spoilers for a 30-year-old movie.
No, but I only saw it on the weekend. It's like a week ago. No, anyway.
Yeah,
so,
I could tell you Return of the Jedi stuff.
no, that's fine. But
Don't
so
ruin it for this Saturday.
so
I
Darth
brought
Vader's,
it today if we want to.
No, not today. I got
But
stuff I got to do.
but anyway, so Darth Vader's all like, yo, I'm spoilers, whatever. I'm your father, and I'm like,
Spoilers, I'm your father.
like I already knew that shit because I was like, yeah, you know, I remember this when I was a kid. Like, okay, I at least know this part. But then I was like, wait, this is the fifth movie, and I'm like, wait. What the fuck happens in the other one? I thought this was the end of the sixth movie, and so I'm literally this
don't know
weekend
shit.
going to see.
I asked you what an Ewok was, and
Don't
you
even
have
know.
no idea.
I thought it was the Jawa things from the start, so I don't even know.
Oh my god, really?
I'm going in so blind right now, and I'm excited. I've actually not been excited about.
So
old-ass
this
movies.
means you've only seen parts of 4 and 5.
Yeah.
and
Well,
you've seen everything
Most
now.
of 1.
Most
right?
of one, yeah.
Yeah. Well, now you've seen 4 and 5 completely through.
So, and it feels good. I'm really happy, and like you were mentioning as we were going through it, it's crazy how much stuff from pop culture is kind of.
Well, yeah, you're kind
Based on
of
it.
picking up on stuff that like, oh yeah, all this is.
Like, wait, no, that's from this. Like him
Yeah.
when he cuts up the thingy and
tauntaun.
the tauntaun, and they both kind
Not
of
they
chill
smell
out. in there.
bad on the
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah. So I knew that. I saw that from Family Guy. I was like, oh, it's funny.
Talking about also why.
That's all I had. But yeah, no, I wonder how. 'Cause I know we said we would kind of watch other movies after this one. I'd almost want to ask the chat if there's any, or not chat, chat and comments, if there's any movies that
The listeners.
the listeners, anybody, if there's any movies that you guys would recommend me checking out that I probably missed from my childhood,
Like
or
you haven't
youngness.
seen Indiana Jones.
Never seen Back to
Oh,
the Future.
we're gonna watch.
Really.
We're gonna watch all the.
Devin
Indiana
doesn't like
Jones.
Back to the Future.
That's
though,
fine,
so-
but I just mean like anything like that. I've missed out on so many Disney movies as well, but I don't know.
Gotta watch Mulan.
I don't know if we'll watch those, but yeah,
No, seriously, they're
Mulan's
actually
an alright movie.
okay, maybe.
it's really good.
But no. So if anybody has any suggestions for stuff that I should really try and check out, even if it's like serious movies, like I've never seen stuff like Taxi and all this crazy stuff, or like
Taxi's
What's the one with the cocaine guys?
Scarface.
Never seen that either. Like there's so much. I'm not saying the ones that I'm naming are ones that I should see, but
Yeah.
if there's anything that people recommend, I would love to know, because I'm officially taking requests, because I need
taking
to.
requests for shit that you want to watch.
Yeah, because
See, I know why we didn't have a ton of video game stuff to talk about this week, because
one day was
we would
board
play
games.
board games one day. We watched Star Wars another. That's 2 days out of the week right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is very true.
You know, Wednesdays don't count anymore, so that only leaves 4 days.
but
You and I record stuff on Tuesdays.
Yeah. But
Just
well,
3
if we want to talk
days.
about, there's two games that Dan and I played this Tuesday. We have dry runs up for both of them. One of them we can talk
One
about
of
because
them's
the dry runs
already,
out.
isn't it? Yeah.
So we played something called Risk of Rain, which I really want Devin to look at and possibly play with Kumar, because it's essentially a 2D platforming.
It's your guys'
Binding
jam,
of
is what it
Isaac.
is.
It's really.
Yeah, and it looks like something you guys could really kind of play in like.
How much is it?
It's the price of free.
Oh, okay. I like that.
So and it updates automatically. Not automatically. It doesn't update automatically. You have to go to IndieDB and just keep getting the newest version. But yeah, man, it's totally free. It's awesome, and I urge everybody to go check out a dry run for that because that is actually a really cool game. And yeah, I
Also,
wanna play more of it.
Teleglitch.
All a teleglitch. Also teleglitch. All a teleglitch. No,
Not all of Teleglitch.
yeah, but
Not even close.
yeah, teleglitch is gonna go up soon tomorrow probably or something.
Yes, that is a kind of twin stick shooter type
Yeah,
roguelike.
base roguelike sort of horror, not quite, but yes, awesome sort of game.
Really good sound design.
Really good sound design, unlike Dead Space, but it's.
You just gotta keep going with the negatives, don't you?
Speaking of Dead Space, I did not realize that Awaken the DLC came out, so I actually picked that up and
You hate the shit
I'll
out
be
of the
talking
game.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
I don't
God.
want to talk about why I'm getting
This
into
makes
it
no sense.
because I don't want to talk about the story because I want anybody who's curious about it to see it for themselves. But I will be talking about Dead Space Awakening next week because I will be blowing through that on the weekend, hopefully, or before that. I don't know.
Saturday's going to be Star Wars again.
No, you don't understand because
So-
Thursday's gonna be Heart of the Swarm, Friday's gonna be Heart of the Swarm, Saturday's gonna be Heart of the Swarm, Sunday's gonna be Heart of the Swarm.
He's gonna be
Heart of the
playing
Swarm.
Heart of the Swarm
Yeah.
while watching Star Wars.
Oh, we're watching Star Wars.
Yeah,
not
Saturday.
Heart of the Swarm Wars.
I'm not watching you play StarCraft.
you should really. It's kind of
I
actually
really like
no.
watching StarCraft.
The dry runs the dry run matches that I played were pretty garbage. I kind of got destroyed. I felt really bad. But anyway,
You're always talking about how pro you are, and then the dry run just proves you're
man,
terrible.
there was some stuff that I was like, I don't even know what this unit is, and then just kind of promptly get shown what it is, and yeah, good times. But I wanted to talk about Uncharted multiplayer, but I also don't want to complain anymore, so I'm just gonna not talk about it.
All right, shall we just roll the news?
We totally could. Unless there's anything else. Oh, I feel like there's
You
something.
Just give me that Luminous. right
Sure, I
there.
feel
Yeah.
it's sweaty. Enjoy yourself. I feel like there's something else that I wanted to talk about that I played. I know Knights of the Pen and Paper is a cool iPhone game.
Is Luminous that stressful? Like, this is gross.
No, it's my hands are warm.
Dan, do you want a high five? I'm kind of sweaty.
But anyway, oh, that's weird. I don't like how we just talk
I
about
think
it.
I want to play Luminous anymore.
Oh, that's what I
Gritting
gotta
your
do. Okay.
teeth, sweating.
We
You
managed to.
can't use the...
Can we talk about how we started a dry run for Nazi zombies, Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army?
You mean a Let's Play?
Let's play.
Yeah.
Sorry. You guys having fun with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Game's
that,
all right.
that game's actually a really sweet co-op game, and I know we probably yelled that out a lot while we were playing it, but it's kind of weird how that game actually kind of requires tactics.
There's a lot of you got to plan
Not just like
trip
run and
lines.
gun nonsense. Yeah.
I will mention that the Preacher has to be the best gun in that game.
Oh yeah, the double. Oh,
The
they haven't
double-
seen that yet. No, they won't see it yet.
Okay.
This is part 4.
Who cares? We played
No, they
it.
did. They did. That's right. They saw it.
Yeah,
Alright.
because we fucked up that last part so
Yeah.
many goddamn times.
Yeah.
I finally got it down. When I realized you could get Preacher ammo out of regular ammo.
Yeah.
There's a comment on the third part of that. Apparently, it was a rocket launcher.
What?
We just none of us picked up.
But apparently we commented on it, but no one picked it up.
What?
Yeah, because apparently
I don't remember.
One of the comments
commenting on
is we made such a big fuss about it, and then we promptly forgot about it.
it.
Really?
You guys must have been talking about it because
So,
I
yeah.
have no recollection of that.
So I don't know who did.
I'm gonna go back and watch that part.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I don't recall. I remember saying the words like Panzerfrost or something, or maybe no, that was Teleglitch. I don't know.
That was Teleglitch.
Yeah, so I don't know. So we'll have to go find out about that. But that game is really fun.
I can't wait to
And-
play more.
I hate to just yell stuff such a that almost sounds like advertising, but if you guys have co-op buddies, play that game. I know there's a
If
little
you were
bit
looking for a 4-player cooperative game,
yeah.
That is
and
actually
one of
hard.
you doesn't mind totally fucked textures,
I did put a link to your screenshot.
you could bring it up on the
Oh my
podcast right now.
God,
That's what you could
those
do.
textures were the funniest thing. You were playing in the Matrix.
Yeah.
You were
So-
seeing the
Well,
Nazis.
let's see if we can just throw that in here and make that full screen for any video viewers. All the textures were clearly just absolutely messed up.
Oh,
You had
my video
lines
card was
going
up to date
everywhere.
too.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Just that's No, I got no
There was-
explanation for that one.
There was the floor textures outside that kind of look like
It was
weird
on the
raindrops
roads,
on
yeah.
the roads, and then, that game is really fun. That was really a highlight of my last week. There's not so
What
many.
day did we do that? Was that Thursday?
Saturday, wasn't it? No, it's Friday before
Friday before.
something.
No, it was Saturday before Star Wars.
For,
That's what it
yeah,
was, yes.
so yeah.
Oh, it was.
But
All right, we'll have to do more this Saturday.
yeah, it's.
I'm up for another board game night. I don't know about you guys.
Uh,
I probably passed for 1 week, so we've been kind
yeah,
of.
Well, and you won a Heart of the Swarm. I understand.
yeah. I'm gonna pass for this week.
Let's get a Heart of
but
Swarm board
next
game.
week. I'm totally down.
Where I can like literally throw acid on you as mainly. It's just.
Don't let Riccio into your house if he has a jar of acid. I will not come to your board game. Night.
Acid, the like melty kind, not the like you're tripping.
Just like throw a big bottle of that in my
I don't
face.
think either one's acceptable, really.
The first one could make a good board game night.
The melty kind?
No, the LSD kind.
But no, so we played some of that. What else was there? There's something else that I wanted to bring up. I just lowered my thingy here. I love Raptor for telling us things. I don't know if I talked about this last week.
You did.
I did?
Because last week was Tomb Raider week.
Okay, never mind then. Fallout New Vegas is fucking fantastic.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
It depresses me that Fallout New Vegas is
Winning
newer
over-
on your
I know.
most played list than
love it.
fucking
I
Tomb
went-
Raider.
I
I'm still elite in Tomb Raider.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This Sleeping Dogs is it's real good.
Some of those
Okay.
DLCs, they're only like $4 each or something like that.
I'm going to. I'll pick them up.
just want to talk to you guys about it. I know, Dan, you managed to see like 3 minutes of it on the last podcast because I forced you to play it during some sort of glitchy fuck up stuff.
The Steam servers being down.
The Steam servers being down, that's right. Bit Trip Runner. After seeing you play that and knowing that Bit Trip Runner 2, an Alien's Legacy or something came out.
Isn't
went
it
back
just
and-
called Bit Trip Runner 2?
No, there's
Isn't
like
it
some
just
sort of-
called Runner 2?
Actually, I think it might be. Yeah, it might just be Runner 2 and then something.
No, just Runner 2.
No, there's a colon
Somewhere.
weird thing with it. But anyway, point is, I saw you play it. I forced you to play it, and I saw you play the thing that I forced you to play. And then I went back.
So did
in,
everyone that
Keep
listens
going.
to this podcast.
Keep going.
So I loaded it up after, and I was like, "Wait, how far was I in this game?" And I realized I had only finished the first world. There are 3 worlds in that game,
Okay.
and I was like a few levels into the second world. And I sat down, and I spent probably a good 3 to 4 hours this week trying to finish it. I'm 1 level away from the end, and I love that game's music so much I forgot about how good it was. So, that sounds
your
really bad.
brain repressed it so that
Yeah.
you wouldn't be disappointed in music from other games.
Just like, oh, we're gonna save this one for later.
No, I know why I repressed it, because that game is actually disgustingly hard.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
the way it works is it's a side.
Is it really
It's
that,
not really an endless
like,
runner.
punishing?
Kind of. So let me explain the way it works. It's like a you're on the left, you run to the right, except for your dude stays in the same place. Things kind of move towards you. You either hop over it, you slide under it,
yeah.
or you kick open like a wall.
Well, I didn't get far enough.
Or when you hit to level 3, spoilers here, you have to push left or towards or right, the way you're facing, and you put up a shield so you can deflect bullets. Not comets, not garbage things flying at you, but bullets. So when you get to the later on areas, you hit the Y button to hit springs to get like super high jumps. Anyway, so on the later levels, you have like you're hopping and you have to instantly land in a slide to like jump kicking to then as you're landing from the jump kick, you have to like block and then slide and then like jump slide perfectly between these things. And the second you touch anything,
checkpoints.
no checkpoint. And the second you touch something, it rolls you back to the start and it's like start again. But
Really?
there's no loading. The rollback is super fast, and the music is in a way that when you get hit, everything makes a sound and goes to the beat. And when you get hit and it starts pulling back, it somehow subtly fades out everything else that kind of got intense as you were going through a level, and it brings you back to the start, and it doesn't skip a beat, and it just restarts. So it's like in most games you'd fail, and then you'd be like, okay, now it's restarting the song or it's loading or something. But it just has this awesome flow of like retrying, and it's just so awesome. The music, you're like, yeah, I'm getting good, and you die, you're like, fuck. And the music almost builds up perfectly to like the intense shit that's going on in the level as you're getting farther into it, and you're feeling like you're getting towards the end. The music is just bumping, and it's fucking fantastic.
Just bumping.
It went from
Just
like
bustling.
No, it went from me not really caring about Bit Trip Runner 2 to like, holy shit, I need to play the fuck out of that game whenever I can get my hands on it. Probably not in March. But yeah, Also, randomly, just throwing that out there, Uncharted. Monster Hunter 3 or Try Ultimate.
3 Ultimate.
3 Ultimate. It's coming out next week. And there's a guide that was made. It was being shown on Destructoid. It's $9 for a digital version or $25 for a paperback one. That is made by community people. And it's like... there's drawings in it. And the drawings kind of look like a children's book. To really describe to you, like...
Way to insult that artist. Just why?
No. It's a cutesy and it's awesome.
Yes, I understand.
But like, it's the writing and everything.
A child drew this.
No, it's like talking to you as if you have no idea what the hell this game even is, but in such a good way. Like it explains to you how the classes work. It explains to you how the like what armors do, what you should be trying to do. Like it was $9, so I bought it because when I'm going to pick up Monster Hunter next week.
Is it specifically for 3?
Yeah, it's for that one. It's
okay.
kind of, it encompasses kind of all of them, but it's being for that one kind of. But
I had a hard time getting into the PSP one.
Because I feel like there was like
I should
there was the missions, but yeah. It's a PDF, so I can just pass it around.
I've never actually played one.
Well,
really?
No, I try and find a guide specifically for the
PSP
PSP
it's written for like a layman. Like it's like having not known much. I tried the PSP ones. I didn't really know what was going on, but similar to.
The one I have, Freedom Unite, I think is the one I have.
Isn't no? Yeah, that would be the.
I think that's the second PSP one or something.
So it's
It's the most recent PSP one.
Yeah. So, similar to games like Eve and I don't know, like Minecraft. You know, when you go into a game, there's just so much stuff that you don't understand, and you don't know what your first objective should be to learn or to do.
This kind of gives you
it kind of gives you like the gist of things for like what you should aim for. So I picked it up for that because I feel like that's the only way I'm actually gonna be able to put in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate and then continue playing it because I'll feel like okay, I feel like I should be working towards this.
You have another JRPG to finish.
Shut about Ni no Kuni.
I actually really want to play that.
Ni no Kuni?
You have several JRPGs to finish.
Stop. I should play some more Persona 3 this week.
You should play Persona 4. Persona 4.
Anyway,
Persona 4.
I will. But anyway, that's it for stuff I wanted to talk about, I guess, for games. Freedom 2 equal Unite.
Freedom, then Freedom 2.
Oh, I like when people know.
Portable third. Okay, cool.
Cool, there we go. All right, so anyway, we're going to move on to news. This week... Oh, what do you got, Devin?
I just got absolutely, dropped by 4 big, heavy, beefy dudes in... sleeping dogs, and I just managed to kick them all. So,
nice.
I'm happy about that.
I really enjoyed your story.
Yeah, thought I'd share that.
I like when
the combat in the combat in Sleeping Dogs just to me just feels really good because I like cheesy martial arts movies. So it just is awesome to be.
I never asked you, and I assume the answer to this question is going to be yes. Have you seen Ip Man?
Oh yeah, of course. I've seen both of them 3 times.
Fantastic.
But it's one of those ones that I have to be in the mood to watch. It's not.
Ip Man 1 was one of the fucking best martial arts.
Have you seen him as the Hong Kong cop?
No.
Okay, it's on Netflix. You got to find it.
Wait, what's it called?
It's Hong Kong Cop, I think is what it's actually called.
Really?
I think I really like saying the words Hong Kong cop now.
No, it's it's him.
I don't think it's on Canadian Netflix because I watched.
No, it is because I watched it on Canadian Netflix. I didn't have American yet.
As soon as I watched Ip Man, I did like a search for him by actor, and there's only Legend of the Fist or whatever, which I did watch, and there's Flashpoint, which I did watch. He's a cop in that one.
Is that the one where you want to tell me how that ends?
Well, not on this.
All right, because.
It's from 06, but it's like
there's another one where he is a cop and his partner's dirty or something like that, and he ends up having to kill his partner and tracking down.
Okay,
all
well,
of the other people.
don't. Okay.
The way martial arts movies work out, that's like the first 10 minutes.
I realized that as I was saying.
That's legitimately the first 10 minutes of the movie.
That's the intro,
huh? That's not a.
Man,
it's not a big thing.
No, that one is not on Netflix, as far as I can tell. If you search for Donnie Yen, that's the main guy.
He has a cool name. I like that. Anyway,
is it Flashpoint? It shouldn't be.
It's not Flashpoint. Flashpoint is weird drug.
Have you seen Legend of the Fist?
Yes,
that's good too.
Also, the Legend of the Fist.
Ip Man 1 is the best one though.
I haven't seen Bodyguards and Assassins.
See, that's just not on Canadian.
What is this? What are you?
There's 4.
Are you on? You're on Netflix. I'm like, where the hell are you getting all these fucking movie names from? Oh man, I haven't seen this. It's like, how did you know about what the hell's going on?
Iron Monkey 2.
Now I think we're talking about pornos. Anyway,
Blade of Kings.
yeah, no, that's definitely
Dragon Tiger Gate.
Okay.
Like saying them as questions.
Everybody who's leaving comments, feel free to write your dirtiest martial art movie name that you can think of. We would
Actually,
love
yeah.
to
If anybody have any of the
Enter the Dragon. I win.
you do it.
Enter the Red Dragon. No, isn't
No.
what is it? Tattoo Red Dragon? Dragon Red Tattoo?
Girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine's better.
There's a
Yeah.
really disturbing scene in that movie.
I have not seen that movie. Please don't randomly spoil it.
Okay, that's gonna be next on the list is going through that movie.
Sure.
Well, no, we got Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, whether you like it or not.
I would love that.
I'll have to bring Scott
And
for Back.
then we can start doing more
I'll
stuff.
bring Scott for Back to the Future because he absolutely adores those movies.
But he doesn't
so
know.
I wouldn't sing that around him. He'll knock your teeth out.
No. This guy doesn't know.
I should watch.
So news.
Yeah, so coming into news here, I'm going
See
to
what
pause
this
my
one's about.
amazing game of Luminous.
We are really on the ball with this
I can
podcast.
never-
I have a funny story
like,
about Luminous.
Just
Go
on
for
the
it,
ball.
Dan.
Okay, so I bought Luminous on the Vita.
Oh no, you're gonna talk.
Yeah, I'm from the beginning.
Okay.
And Riccio saw me playing it, and I'd never played a Luminous
This
game
happened
before,
today?
and he was this was earlier today. And he was like, "Oh, you are in for a treat. In fact, I'm gonna download that PS3 one again, and I'm gonna play it." So then what happens here is I am playing the Vita version, and Riccio's just killing time on his PC while I was waiting for this download to finish. Your internet was running a little slow there for a little bit, so this took like a good 30 minutes at least for this Luminous download to finish. He goes to install it, already has it installed.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's
PlayStation-
just right at the bottom of his list.
It didn't even warn me. It was like, you're trying to install something that's already installed.
It's just like
Excuse me.
it just went.
Which made me.
But we had a real good laugh because
Yeah.
there were no words to describe what had just happened.
I want to say that I was
Sounds great.
sad and both happy that I didn't have to wait for the install anymore. So,
Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
but
Because it's a good podcast story.
yeah.
It's a great podcast.
But
story.
I hope the PlayStation 4 will then warn you about pre-installed.
Well,
things.
the Xbox does it. It's just if you go to a store page, it's just, you want to play this right now? Like, yeah.
PlayStation 4, how it auto downloads is just going to be like, oh, you've already downloaded this. We're going to download it again. What's up? No, my bandwidth. But anyways, yes. Moving on to
really, IGN?
news. A game that Dan, you said you played and I've played. Excuse me, hiccup.
Ad.
Devin, have you heard of Don't Starve?
Yes.
You played Don't Starve?
No, but I have.
I
seen
played
people
Don't
play it.
Starve.
Alright.
I have that other
I
copy
just-
that you get for buying it.
I just want to point out that
Give it to him.
IGN
We'll give it up.
randomly just sent me an ad, like not like, hey, check out our gaming news, or hey, we've got this great story, or hey, anything. It's hurry, 39% off Philips Shotbox speakers,
I thought it was going to
Really?
be like,
Like-
Devin, colon cleanser, $5.99. IGN.
based on your Amazon lookups.
We're going to ignite your ass. Anyways, no.
I'm out.
Anyway, anyways,
Thanks,
so
IGN.
anyways, about Don't Starve, it's officially releasing. It's not gonna be in beta anymore, even though it's already kind of been out and getting little patches every 2 weeks ish. It's coming out April 23rd, and I'm pretty sure it's still gonna keep getting patches anyway. So, but officially, I guess it'll be out. I wonder if you'll still be able to buy it and get a free copy. Like,
I doubt it. I'm reasonably sure that's like
you
a
have a free
beta
copy of
offer
that?
thing. Yeah.
okay.
I'm a friend.
So yeah, it's gonna be finally out. That's good. That's good. Now, do we want to colon cleanser endorsed by Riccio. So do we want to talk about the amazing Assassin's Creed 3 trailer that got put out for Tyranny of Tyranny?
Aren't we going to show
The
it again?
tyranny of
Tyranny.
King
Do
Washington.
you want to
you.
show it again?
Do you want to show? Can we show this?
We did
We're
what
gonna
we
sh-
did last time.
we should
That
show
was-
this.
That was
last
awesome.
time.
We should show this. All right, so I'm gonna. If you guys will just kind of bear with me here, video people.
a bear, but these have wolves in it.
Oh, you.
Oh!
You wolves say that. That was a bad joke. Anyways, okay, so
Richard, I think you should really have another cup of coffee because
So
I beat you on that one.
So hold on. So let's talk about this. So it comes with either like a sort of new skill that you can get. It's called the
Power of the
wolf pack.
Wolf Cloak.
Wolf Cloak. Yes,
Wolf Cloak.
Wolf Cloak.
So
Well,
it
it's gonna
allows
show
you
us
to,
right here.
Yeah. So in the video, if you can see in the top right, it allows you to cloak as if you are from Tom Clancy's Future Soldier
Or
essentially.
Crisis.
Or Crisis.
Like-
But to stick with EA games, Ubisoft. Fuck you, Devin. No, okay. No, but stick with Ubisoft games. Essentially, you can cloak now. And to add to that insane shit, you can now get
Horses.
4 wolves that you can summon, which are also cloaked with you and will jump and uncloak and rip people's throats out.
3 wolves.
Apparently, it's 4.
Well,
There's
it's
only
only
3 shown there.
3 shown there.
So
This fucking trailer's lying.
I would like to know what the hell is the in-game story related thing to this. Is like people just coding the Animus like, yo, we just thought it would be just so much easier if you get all this like stuff synced
Well,
up
this
if
whole
people couldn't see you.
So we put this in for you.
Yeah.
this part of the season pass DLC stuff that's just something that's going to be in the story segment of the next part of that
Yeah.
storyline, which means they're probably going to work it in and contextualize it.
But
But
here's my
it's
question.
really weird is how do you contextualize invisibility?
It's Assassin's Creed 3. It's already shit.
But
It
now hold
doesn't
on,
matter.
hold on to this. Hold on
Oh,
to
that's,
this.
yeah, my
let
play
me
is really doing it for
let
me.
me put this into your
How's
brain.
my coffee doing?
Your brain
It
pooper
broken
here.
yet?
Let me put it in my brain pooper. Put in your brain pooper here for a bit. Think about this. You can cloak in this. Is this going to carry over into Assassin's Creed 4 where you're just some pirate dude who can fucking stealth? Because that would be super
He
sick.
just yars really softly, yar, and becomes stealth.
and as he's laughing, he's cloaking away. That'd be terrifying to play in multiplayer, by the way.
Yar.
But no.
No.
I wonder if there's gonna be cloak now. Like, is that just in everything? So that's kind of
Every
neat.
game is fucking.
Yo, we heard
cloaked.
you guys like this in something.
Yeah, I
Crisis.
thought you were taking pictures.
No. I'm
Okay. In other news, though, yeah. So I don't know. That's kind of weird. It's apparently supposed to be a prequel for 3. So maybe. Oh, that's weird. Maybe at the end of the DLC, it'll kind of explain
Your
like we have to
Connor's
take that
like
out.
What? The Tyranny of King Washington is an alternate.
Ending
No, just an alternate game.
game. Oh shit.
It's if Connor never left his camp,
Family.
his
Oh.
family, and went and became an assassin.
Okay, that's what you were saying. Okay, cool. So wow. Damn.
So maybe what happened was
Hold on.
he killed
So
the
this-
future soldier person.
No.
With it, future soldier person went back in time and scared the local populace, and then they killed him.
Okay.
And this has just been passed around through grandson to grandson, and that's how he's invisible. And the wolves, I got no
Yeah,
explanation.
so this
for
has
that one.
nothing to do with the animus. It's just like this is what happens if ever you were to stick with your tribe. You could have learned invisibility. We're not actually.
You would have been
all
wicked,
those-
sweet, cool with
all those-
invisibility.
But they are under no pressure to pull any of that into the sequels or do anything with this stuff ever again because it's like a weird alternate reality
Great.
thing.
Anyways, in other news, Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, for the second time, got announced as like this is officially. This is officially a successor. It is not a smaller kind of short romp through an Amnesia style universe.
Can you
It's a
cloak?
game.
Can you cloak in that game?
You cannot cloak. They're probably okay, if there's a fucking cloaked demon thing that just kind of like, oh, yo, what's up? I'm right in your face. That's it.
You just shit yourself.
I'm done.
You're done with life.
I'm done. Speaking of that, that's probably gonna happen in Slender the Arrival coming out next week, which I'm gonna be playing as well. So, god damn it,
You should do a dry run of that
no.
at 3 a.m.
Ugh. One thing that kind of excites me, and I don't even have a Vita, is another news thing where apparently the people who are making the Terraria port for the 360, and I don't know if it's on PS3 as well. It probably will be. Yes,
Pretty sure it's on both.
360 and PS3 might also make.
That'd be
its-
real weird if they were like, we might
Yeah.
bring it to the Vita, but not the PS3. But it's on the Xbox.
But what I would like to know is that the thing they're making a Vita version. So what I would like to know is if there's going to be like multiplayer.
If that was now the Vita's just sounding better. and
Vita
better.
could kind of just be wirelessly playing with your home version.
Oh, you mean crossplay?
Yeah, some
That would be
crossplay. That'd really
amazing.
cool.
That'd be neat.
That'd be neat. So I don't know. I
Or
like
even
that.
if it was cross-buy,
And
Yeah.
but
so you got it for both.
yeah,
Be
maybe.
awesome.
But one thing that makes me excited about the Vita version though is Terraria. You've played it on PC, Dan, or have you played?
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
so point and click, right? 360 version console controller, PS3 controller.
But the Vita has a touch
Vita has
screen.
the Pokey.
It's the Pokey.
Pokey. So
The dual touch screens.
maybe the actual port is going to be the PS Vita one. It's going to be better. If you could like zoom in and be like, I want this block, that'd be cool. There's multi-touch, right, on the Vita?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why that. Hey man, you have to ask about the 3DS.
You can only actually poke it on the back.
Or the Wii U just
It only uses the back touchscreen.
has the pokies. All right. Other than that, I'm not talking about that. Microtransactions are making their way into Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It's
How does that make you feel?
kind of. I don't mind so much that games nowadays are getting more and more microtransactions. I'm all for companies adding stuff like that if it really is like pure cosmetic and there's like no impact whatsoever. For example, Black Ops 2, what they're doing is they're adding like new gun skins.
Oh, okay.
I think the first one that they mentioned that was coming out is covering your gun pretty much in bacon, like a bacon texture.
I approve of this.
Stuff like that is kind of like, oh, that's kind of funny. If people want to spend the $2 and get that, whatever, like that's
Their
you're not ruining
prerogative.
my experience. If anything, I'm gonna be able to pick up a gun with bacon on it now. So what up? But I don't know. I mean, you can do stuff like you can buy a creative class. Sorry, the three things that are coming are personalization packs, which are custom calling cards, weapon skins. You can also buy more, like 10 more creative class loadouts. So I don't know why you need 20.
Maybe
But if
you've got really specific things you like.
Maybe. And as well
You
as
got to have 10 classes, then hardcore versions of each man.
ooh, okay, actually, I can see
Every one of them is a running class.
me. It's always just What?
Yeah, my stabbing time.
my classes are
It's
assault rifle,
always stabbing time.
What time is it? It's stabbing time.
more knives, or tomahawks. But my classes are normally just like assault rifle with silencer, random thing with a shotgun, and a fucking sniper. And then I'm just like, I don't know what to do with the fifth one. Let's just throw grenades and like rockets in there. And then I just don't know what to do.
30 grenades.
I've got my base class with an MP7, and then I've got my second class, which is what I use to try out new attachments on MP7. Then if I don't like it, I've still got the first class with an MP7. Then I've got my third class, which is for stabbing.
That's
my
right,
fourth class, which uses a like kind of regular Call of Duty loadout with like a rifle and like a red dot sight and stuff on it. And then the fifth class is just whatever the default fifth class is.
Nice.
It's always like
That's it. That's all I
shitty
need.
assault rifle.
I make a thumping class. It's my fifth one usually.
I wanted to. Oh, that's okay. You said EA and you said Crysis earlier. I just want to mention I beat Crysis 3 last week. I talked about that. I hopped into the multiplayer and I realized multiple things.
Uh-huh.
You
And I'm
hate
gonna
them.
complain again.
God damn.
You're
Riccio's just going to be the
shot some complaints out there.
Shot some complaints out there. There seems to be a lot. I hate when games do the thing where you have to level up, and Uncharted does the same thing where you level up, and then there's always like a certain point where okay, now you have the good guns, and that's not to say you can't do good with the earlier guns, but there's certain things you can get as you hit like say like level 15. You get like a Scar, which has a good fire rate, like not too much spread and all that stuff, but you also get to unlock things for your suit that make you have better fire rate on your gun. Get you to not have so much bullet spread on your gun, as well as do more damage with your gun. So when you get to a certain level, you can pretty much scope in, not have any like kickback, do a shit ton more damage, and shoot faster at people. And I went on multiplayer, and I was kind of excited because I kind of found some YouTube videos of people playing like super intensely, and they were sprinting around the map, jumping from like up to down, ground pounding, like shooting people and doing like this crazy shit. So I'm like, okay, I want to get in on this. And I played for a good 45 minutes. And I can safely say Crysis 3 is officially fully uninstalled from my computer.
Really?
I'm just done with that game.
like was the campaign good though?
The campaign was fun. It was good to go through. It was kind of short, but like it was that kind of game that I know I'm not going to play again. So,
Oh, okay. So
I
you
didn't
weren't-
uninstall it because I knew
Like
I had
a-
anything wrong with the single player.
It wasn't a Warfighter bad one. Like
What do you mean?
Like-
oh, the multi. I
you
still
just
kind of
like
had fun with
played
that
it
single
and
player.
then kind of was just like I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warfighter I still enjoyed as well, but it was just kind of like a lot of games like I don't play them a second time.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So I didn't uninstall it because I thought the single player was shit. It just I kept it there because I'm like, oh, I'll play some multiplayer, hop in every once in a while. But it's good. It does some cool stuff. But if something's gonna provide me more frustration than fun for a large amount of time before I get into anything good, I'm just gonna go ahead and play something else. Like I could go play some StarCraft and get frustrated, but be done within minutes and just start up a new match and have fun, or hop into Black Ops or something, play like a bit of a shooting, like feel like I've done something and then hop out, but everything kind of feels a bit more balanced. Maybe I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I could choose to play, or play something co-op, like play some Dead Rising or something. I'm not gonna spend 3 hours trying to level up to make the frustrations go away.
It's not worth your time.
It wasn't
for
worth
the
my
grind.
time, yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm out.
That's too bad.
And not to mention that for some reason, no matter what video settings I'd put it on, there'd always be weird stutters in multiplayer. So I just kind of
Weird latency issues.
Yeah, there's just some weird stuff. Anyway, I hopped out of that. Anyways, back onto news. The Ouya ships soon. Devin, you know about this stuff.
Yeah, Ouya ships. I believe it's.
Aren't you supposed to get it by the end of the month?
Yeah, I think the actual date of shipping is March 23rd. I want to say.
Okay.
I know it's going to be a week or two before I actually get my copy of it, like my
System.
my actual system.
Yeah.
Just because I think their whole shipping center is based out of California. So
By
it's
the time
gonna.
he gets to Canada, do you know if you're going to pay border fees? You probably will, huh?
I don't think so.
I hope they pay those off. Like,
Yeah, because I paid like $40 in shipping. So
ooh, wow. Okay. I think that's heavy.
yeah,
So-
I'm gonna be getting my copy without border fees. I'm pretty certain.
Did I ever tell you guys that I bought some shirts from Threadless,
Mhm.
and I bought like I think it was $40 worth of shirts, but they got marked as 140 for some reason.
Yeah.
But
What?
in my bill, they weren't 140. But for some reason, via my credit card, because I got a call, they're like, "Did you just buy $140 of stuff?" I'm like, "No, 40." They're like, oh, "Okay." And then when you get border fees, it's usually the tax, right?
Mhm.
I've never gotten charged border fees.
Well,
so
it
Well,
depends on what you buy.
Yeah, it depends on what you buy or like whatever. So it got to the border, $40 worth of shirts was $40 or $50 worth of border fees. And I was like, holy fuck. And I did the math after. That would be the tax if it was 140 bucks.
140, yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know if I could have done anything with that, but
I don't think you can really argue
I
that.
got fucking gypped.
Yeah, you could have contacted Threadless and been like, "Hey,
Yeah.
yo,
You
you
guys
should send me
fucked
some more
up.
shit."
But
Yeah, fair enough.
But,
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get dinged really hard on it, but I'm super excited to get a hold of it. It's looking better. It looks really promising, to be honest with you. So
So what I wanted to talk about actually for that is they mentioned they said that there won't be any online features for it, I guess, other than the store when it was going to launch. Then they went back on their thing and they said, yes, there's going to be online multiplayer and all that stuff. However, there won't be friends list, online chat, or achievements
yes,
on day one. But they said those should be out by the end of the year.
I think it's really smart that they're not promising a huge chunk of shit right off the bat. Like,
Yeah.
hey, we're still working on this. We're still trying to get the bugs fixed out.
But it's almost fun to do it that way because you feel like you're like an earlier adopter and you get to kind of go through this sort of hitches and weird shit.
Yeah, they've got this. I think there's a credit roll that's built into the OS that you can go through and pick out your name and stuff
Okay.
for your Kickstarter,
Okay.
well as on the bottom of the system, there will be, I think there's like 500 names that'll be engraved on it or something crazy like that, and it's all
What?
the people who donated
a
a certain amount, and they're called like first founders or something like that.
Do you think it's going to be engraved on all of them or only on theirs?
There's I think it's the first 5,000 have them engraved on
See,
it.
I'm this dirty, scratched up bottom part. Like, oh fuck, I don't know any of these people.
I was when I was seriously when I was doing it, I was seriously considering
Being one of those people.
being one of those people because I had found out about it on day one actually.
Yeah, we were talking about it on this podcast.
Yeah, I found it on day one, so I was really contemplating upgrading my order to being a founder, but I don't think it would have been worth the money.
Yeah.
You ended up with like one controller still, your name engraved, a little bit of other stuff, but like nothing really substantial.
Yeah. I'd
So-
see if maybe you're a developer because not only would you have the name on it, you'd be able to see like, yeah, and I developed first for it. And all, yeah, like you have more attachment to it. But just as being like, yeah, I own one of these.
Yeah, the dev kits went out.
Yeah, pretty early.
Yeah, they were.
Well,
they
you
were
should
pretty
hope.
quick.
But
They've got a whole bunch
Okay,
of.
so all the units went out, including the dev units. So now everyone's got to wait 2 years. This is
what's-
standard development
what's
cycle.
that pile in the corner? Why does it say, oh, that says dev units? What the fuck's going to be there for launch?
Well, it's really cool because a lot of like indie developers are bringing their games right over already, and they've already got them promised. As well as there are a couple of, I can't remember the names off the top of my head. They're in my Ouya update emails, talking about like some pretty like mainstream people being like, "Yo, we're only producing for the Ouya for this game for the first time," and like,
What's that like? Robert Bowling's game is going to be
yeah, something
Ouya
like that.
first or something like that.
Ouya first, then other consoles, as well as the creator of not Antichamber.
Jeff's going to fucking stab you.
What,
He's just really sad about that, actually.
what was the other one? She was involved in Portal. Did shittier than Portal. It's a puzzler.
Oh, Quantum Conundrum.
Quantum
Oh, okay,
Conundrum.
yeah.
She's
Wow,
promised
you
a
just
couple of.
spoke tons of shit about that game right now.
If she's
It's
listening
probably
to this,
because it's not very good.
It's not. She's promised a game for it. There's a whole bunch of crazy shit that's been.
I wanted to ask you actually, as
Promised
part
up.
of me wanting to bring it up and direct it towards you, is there anything that you're kind of like, I can't wait to get it because of this, whether it's a feature or like some sort of game? Is there something that you're
Not really. I just kind of want to get my hands on it. I haven't really
to
been
mess
following.
around with it?
Yeah,
Well, I
there's
remember when you donated to it, you said at like worst case,
Yeah.
this is a functioning streaming box.
Yeah, worst case
Yeah.
scenario, it's a functioning streaming box that I can actually put in my I'm gonna probably put this in my room. I'm not gonna
Well,
actually
yeah.
put
Have you
it.
seen it's tiny? It's like
Yeah, the reason
bad.
why is because I've already have those 24-inch monitors there, and right now all my laptops are at my living room, and it's a pain in the ass to unhook it to hook up Netflix when I'm lazy and want to watch it in bed. So I'm probably gonna put this in my room so that I can stream Netflix.
See, I've got an iPad. I just watch Netflix on that one.
Fuck you! I want to watch it on 24-inch screen. I don't want to pay Apple TV either. So
I
My
wanna-
42 is right beside my bed.
I want to
You're
get.
drunk.
That too.
I watch everything on my 3DS's Netflix.
Seriously?
Oh, I do
Is
not.
Netflix actually on 3DS?
Yes, it is actually.
Oh my god, that must be the shittiest app
Is
ever.
it in 3D?
No, they
It's
there was
like watching a martial arts movie. Oh god, I can't
Can
stand
I
this.
can I have your 3DS? Can I look at this?
It's in my bag.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'd really give it to you.
why?
I would love to give it to you, but I can't. Anyway, so Devin, nothing. Is there anything like I don't know any features of it? Do you know anything that's like kind of cool?
Well, the main model for it is a play to pay, so you get like the first level unlocked of a game. Like it's kind of
It's Xbox Live Arcade style.
yeah
Okay.
yeah where you get the game, but
There's
it's not
going to be free versions of everything.
yeah free versions of everything, and if you really like it, then or you want to keep going with it, then you pay for the rest of the game.
Okay.
Which I think that model is going to be really interesting for me because I don't really like sinking a lot of cash and then finding out I hate the shit out of a game.
Well,
So
if it's like Xbox Live, my main thing for Xbox Live that I enjoy is knowing that no matter what you're going to choose for that or choose to try out on that is you're going to have a demo.
yeah,
Which, unlike some PlayStation stuff where you kind of... Nowadays, it's kind of been... There's been demos.
Yeah, there's still no standard for it though.
But yeah, I don't know. I like being able to try before I buy, even though most of the time on Xbox Live, I'll just... If I have the points, I'll just...
buy it anyways.
Then be like, oh, that was shit. Or Devin's going to give me money and I'll buy something like Amy and then regret it. But...
You still
Yeah.
have to finish that.
That was the best $10 I've ever spent.
Jesus. But anyway, so in other news other than Ouya, DayZ once again had another whatchamacallit?
Update. Developer blog.
Developer blog update, and I'll show some video of it.
a
while we
vid
talk
doc?
about- A vid doc. It seems like it's doing pretty good. It's running off the Armor 3 engine, right? I believe.
Yeah, it's
So-
off the new one, so it looks really nice.
Yeah. So
Won't watch the whole thing.
no, we won't watch the whole thing. It's 21 minutes, but it seems to be looking really good. They show some cool stuff. They show like some dude in underwear for like most of the
Which
whole thing.
happens to be every time we
Skip through it.
Cut to it.
So,
It's
one thing that they
dude.
showed was the way the pathfinding works in the game. Before, the zombies would kind of run to where you went and go along your same path, which would sort of be like some weird squiggly kind of weird.
it
looking
was
zombies.
easy to like kind of
dodge
Yeah.
them.
Which is what we're showing right now, where it says before. If you guys can see on the video version, if we skip ahead where it says after, you can kind of see that the dude sort of sprint, or the zombies will sprint directly at you in like SimCity style shortest path. And it
the,
kind of
the
looks
game
scarier.
programming of the future.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of looks scary
Reduce
because
server stress.
I'm gonna be terrified of things.
You know what?
beelining
Probably
it.
yes.
Yeah, the stuff beelining at you and not kind of glitching out. Because DayZ, you kind of played and be like, oh look, yeah, there's zombies, but there was never like a fear factor to it.
The fear of the zombies
Yeah.
put into you.
But now, let's say if you get like 5 or 6 of them on you, like chasing,
You're fucked.
and you see like them beeline towards you when you look behind, I would be terrified. So, I'm kind of really excited to
To see how that plays out.
see how that plays out. But it looks really cool. I'm really excited to actually play.
When's the release on that?
They don't have a full. I think they're still aiming for the end of this year or something for some sort of beta or kind of like a release of it.
Playable
I think.
something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they also show stuff in the footage right now. Like you'll find like wrecked cars, which were in DayZ, but now you have to like open up the trunk, open up the doors, kind of scavenge
Is that
inside
dude
of
wearing a
them.
bag on his head?
It's a bike helmet.
Okay.
But yeah, no, some really cool stuff. So I'm really excited to see what DayZ is actually going to have to offer.
I find it interesting that a mod can, like that was so well received and so, well, it's kind of, had its issues is now being made into a full standalone by
Yeah.
the company that the game was based off of, or like
Yeah.
modded from.
Did we ever talk about the people who got like in jail? How they finally got out?
No.
Yeah, they're
out now.
Yeah, they finally got out, and that's super good news. I know it's been like
Pretty
a
sure they're
long
just on
time.
bail though. They're not like
They're not out.
free of charges or whatever.
I thought that they got
No,
like
they're
this-
not clear. They're just
no. But I
out.
mean, I thought somebody paid their bail though.
Yeah.
bail is not being acquitted of.
No.
I thought it was. Okay, sorry, my bad. I don't know.
Bail is like, hey, we'll let you go if you promise to show up in court.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And if you don't show up in court, then we're going to
gonna keep this
send
money
bounty
and-
hunters
yeah.
after you.
Wow.
And does bail
Like Bob of the Hut.
is bail like once you get it, once you pay it,
That's not
it's
fucking
gone,
bad.
or do you get it back if
Boba
you're
Fett.
acquitted?
Sorry.
I'm not entirely sure how the criminal legal system works because
I'd really like to know if that's actually the case. If you get it back,
But anyways, either way, they're in a better state now.
well,
So,
they're kind of
They're not in jail.
yeah. I guess that is a better state.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna argue that point with you, but I think you're right.
But anyways, on another news thing, speaking of God of War, how we were showing it earlier, they had to put out a day one patch for the game because one of the trophies was called Bros Before Hoes. And now I don't remember what they changed it to. They changed it to Bros Before Foes because hose was too derogatory, I guess.
I'm offended by the word, bro.
Yeah. They changed the wrong word. Oh my god, they changed it to Bros Before Foes, which is BBF. No,
What the
it's
fuck?
best-
So?
no, it's BFF.
It's
They
BFF.
changed it to nothing. Anyway. People are commenting how I said Bob of the Hut.
Bob the Hut. Number one Star Wars fan right here.
Bob
right
of the
here.
Hut.
Pizza the Hut.
I'm not even gonna say this one. I don't even want to talk about it. So one thing actually
Oh
surprised
yeah, you
me.
have to watch Spaceballs after we finish Star
that's
Wars.
right.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Never seen that. So on Xbox, there was a free to play game called Happy Wars.
Check if that's on Netflix, Devin. I'm pretty sure it is.
All right, I'll take a look for you.
So Happy Wars was a game that is on the 360. It's free to play. You can spend money to, I think, get tickets to get more stuff or buy weird things. It's kind of like a free to play model like you get on a.
I have
phone.
tried it. It's okay.
Yeah, I had
but
fun with
it's
it.
not something that I would
Yeah.
actually.
Spaceballs the animated
Is it-
series?
Ooh, what the fuck?
No, just Spaceballs.
No. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not available.
Oh, that's too bad.
Isn't it 32 players?
I thought it was.
Was more?
I thought it was like 8-on-8.
No.
Maybe.
No, it's you can have like the list is like.
Okay, maybe.
Huge.
I was almost gonna debate between 32 or 64, but okay, let's just say 32. The thing is, they just announced that they got 2 million users on it. I know that's like not concurrent.
I thought it was just. I thought they were just giving it away.
Better than Call of Duty, you know. Yeah, the
Well, yeah,
game's free.
it is free.
Oh, okay.
It's free to
Yeah.
play, but you get to pay to get
Well,
more
since
stuff.
it's their own like first party thing, they put like ads and
Yeah.
stuff on the dashboard all the time for that thing.
They tricked me. They said play now for free. I was like, oh shit, free game for the week, and I downloaded it, and I was like, this is an old game. What's happening? It's always free. And then I got suckered into playing a little
Tricked.
bit of it.
You
So,
are now.
I'm officially media.
They would have 1,900,999.
If it wasn't for me.
Yep.
So
I'll pick it up just so they're not that even 2 million.
so yeah.
Without being tricked.
Yeah, without being tricked. I'll
Also-
be like Microsoft. Here you go.
So also, one thing from going back to the SimCity stuff is Maxis. I was saying like if you unplug, you have like 20 minutes or whatever. Maxis actually officially stated that we have no. Their tweet was we have no intention of offlining SimCity anytime soon. But we'll
There's
look into
another
that.
part,
Yeah, but we'll look into that as part of our earning back your trust effort. I would really like to know if there's like.
Just a single switch that they flick, and it's like, all right,
Well, not,
offline.
not so much that, but what is actually other than yes, communicating to the server to see like what the other town has and that kind of communication in like the global market. But what is actually going on the servers that is just if it's a design decision for them to be like no, we'd rather host it on the servers so it's like DRM-y, or if there's like you just can't code in something that is just like okay, you don't need to touch our servers, everything's local. Like if it's you don't want to do it or you can't do it, sort of thing. I know
Yeah.
they said no intentions, but
It might be written into the contract that they have with EA.
maybe.
It has to be all on DRM and
but
stuff like that. Which I think that would be a weird choice.
Yeah, because what sucks about EA servers is like 10 years down the line they tend to shut down servers. So does that mean that the last SimCity game was 10 years ago, and 10 years from now, I'm not saying exactly 10 years from now, it might be longer than that, but at some point in the future, I'm gonna be like 60, and I'm gonna be like, remember when that SimCity game was really fucked up at launch? I wonder how it's doing now. And I'm gonna go on to it and be like, hey, the server shut down like 15 years ago. Yeah. So I don't know. I hope. I know it's a really dumb thing. I know this game is one that'll probably go offline for sure at some point. Like, I'd see it being possible, but I find it weird that that's something that can happen.
You know what I find weird about them offlining servers and stuff?
What's up?
That I can't remember which game was the first one that they did it with, but in this era of online passes, it is totally possible that you paid a fee that they set to keep servers online. And I remember they have started shutting down games that have online passes.
Yeah.
Really?
So
wow.
No one's brought that up on Reddit or anywhere
Ooh.
and complained about it, but
You should do your research and find out what it is.
I remember that it has actually happened. I just don't remember which game it was.
With an online pass, you mean? Or
Yes, it had an online pass. That's why
it might be like one of the Madden games or something.
I know.
No,
I
it
don't
would be like
think Madden
2006
game-
or 2007 or 8 or something that would have shut down. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's probably a Wikipedia article of like, oh, EA games, here's the ones where servers shut down or
did
something.
Battlefield 2 Modern Combat have it? 'Cause I know those servers are dead.
No,
No,
that
okay.
didn't have an online pass. That's before online passes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I was thinking of Bad Company, but even Bad Company 2 had no.
I'm pretty sure it was some Xbox game or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
But anyways, I
Comments?
remember because it had an online
Yeah.
pass, which EA said they originally created for
Keep
that
servers
exact
up.
purpose, to keep the servers up, but then they shut that server down. I was like,
EA.
but no one brought up anything about it anywhere that I saw. So I was like, oh, all right.
Nobody plays that game.
but anyway, speaking of
Yeah, I guess not.
speaking of, speaking of Star Warsy stuff,
Always speaking about Star Wars and stuff.
Kotaku managed. Well, there's been some leak footage or pictures going around of a new Star Wars kind of like Battlefront-y sort of game. That
Looks
it's kind
meh.
of been meh. Yeah, it looks really weird. And finally, I guess Kotaku. I don't know if it's
Where's
anywhere else.
1313?
I'm gonna
1313 looked real interesting.
Yeah. But anyways, I don't know if it's only Kotaku, but Kotaku managed to post a trailer or video that was kind of leaked of some gameplay footage of it. So we're gonna go ahead and play it in the top right here. Yeah, it's really short. It's really weird looking, but it almost looks like it's a Battlefront, but in the Republic Commando type of like HUD or like super close gun or like shooty shoot type thing.
You could play Battlefront first person. Battlefront defaulted to first person.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't know
did.
that.
You have to go into the menu options and switch it to third person.
So yeah, I don't know. If you look at it, it almost looks like Killzone-y sometimes.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It's weird, but
Those guns don't exist in the fiction currently.
Yeah,
I can confirm that.
and this weird kind of Halo armor going on here. I don't know. It's
Well, no, there's been weird,
Yeah.
like Boba Fett has all kinds of wrist gauntlets stuff like that. That stuff, yeah, that's fine.
okay.
Like how Dan's fact checking the this
you don't know how much.
this
well,
arm-
you know how much I fucking know about Star Wars. After we
this
watched those
arm
movies.
plate is pre like
I was even only talking to you guys about like movie Star Wars
Yeah.
stuff, not even like extended universe things.
man. I
Goddamn.
used to know as much on the Halo universe when I was
There
reading all
isn't
the
as
books.
much to know on the Halo universe.
Okay, I knew everything in the Halo universe then.
But anyways, yeah. So that got shown. I don't know.
Meh.
I'm kind
But
of
I'll probably buy it and play the hell out of it anyways
They said it's
because it's Star Wars
They said it's probably gonna be a downloadable game,
and it's
though.
not in the Old Republic era. I don't like any of those games for some reason.
Yeah. So anyway.
Some of the books are all right though.
Yeah. But anyway, that's it for that. So what do we want to move on to next? Comments?
I guess
or
we'll-
It's
releases?
new releases. This
Releases.
is
new
supposed to be
releases
next.
and comments.
All right. So next week we've got. Some...
Why didn't you cue this up properly? You
did.
not scrolled down enough.
Riccio.
I did.
Yes.
Next week we have multiple games coming out that
Lego City
are-
Undercover. That's all you need.
No. The Walking Dead Survival Instinct coming out next week for the
That game looks
360,
real good.
PS3, Wii U, and PC. Really? Oh god. Did not know there's a full.
It's like,
Release
isn't it like
title.
arcade type thing?
No, it's
not.
It's a disc.
What?
God,
No, I heard it
looks
was like arcade
ass.
style.
No, I'm pretty sure this is a full.
I heard it was full disc.
Can we get a? I don't know if we can check here.
No. Go to Future Shop or something.
we go to
Because
Future
they'd
Shop?
have it on their site.
All right, so anyway, so that's coming out. We have Lego City Undercover as well as
on the Wii U and
the
3DS.
Oh, it's on the 3DS as well.
Yep. But the Lego games on the 3DS and Vita are never up to
Snuff.
yeah.
Okay.
You should just search Walking Dead.
Yeah, no.
Whatever.
I'm just trying to.
Future Shop site kind of sucks.
Yes,
Yep.
it's a $50 game.
Oh my fucking god!
Hey, at least
You
it's
remember that
budget.
one trailer we saw? That remember
Yeah.
how shit it looked?
Yeah.
Who the fuck's gonna buy that?
Fucking nobody.
Yeah.
Or
Do you
maybe
wanna-
suckers that really liked the other Walking Dead game,
The
but
Telltale
that
one?
don't
Like,
actually pay attention to
Yeah.
I want
gaming
this-
anything.
I want this great story. I want an amazing, compelling story. Oh God, what the hell is this?
Yeah. But anyway, so some actual good games coming out. We have Lego City Undercover, we have Gears of War Judgment, we have Monster Hunter Ultimate for the 3DS and Wii U coming out, which I'm going to get the Wii U version.
Good week for 3DS and Wii U.
Yeah.
And Gears of War Judgment, I'm kind of sort of excited for. Not really, but sort of. So we'll see how that pans out. Heart of the Swarm. But anyway, as well as Retrograde is actually getting a PC release, which is kind of cool. I urge
I
anybody.
already finished it on.
Yeah, but I urge anybody who doesn't have a PS3 and wasn't able to play Retrograde to possibly get it.
You mean retro/grade?
Retro/grade. Because if you can get, because I have the 360 turntable, so I wonder if I can wirelessly and then put it in the turntable that shit. Because there's a turntable. I don't know if it's going to stay in the PC
Couldn't
version.
you do it? Don't you have guitars or something too?
No.
Yeah, you can do
on
it with
the
guitars.
360.
I've
Yes.
got an Xbox
Yeah.
guitar. I
Yeah.
could probably bring that over. We could try it out.
Well, I have a 360 guitar and all that stuff and drums and all the Rock Band setup.
Yeah, but if that, then why would you try doing the turntable and not the?
Guitar.
well, it's because they have an actual turntable one. There's like a DJ mode with the turntable. There's like a legit. It's like,
Someone's using them peripherals.
yeah. But anyways, so also
Did I-
the PC
I
release.
have a real quick question.
Yeah?
Because I can't place it in my mind right now. Is my DJ Hero turntable here?
No.
No, I did bring it home.
Yeah.
Okay,
not here.
I can't.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway, Resident Evil 6 is also getting its PC release next week for the PC on the PC release of that game. PC
screen tearing.
screen tearing fixed. As well as Trials Evolution Gold actually for PC as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
that's actually Trials Evolution and Trials HD.
Oh really?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's why it's $20. I saw it. I was like, fuck that.
So all it is the entirety of Trials Evolution, which in itself is a $15 game.
Yeah.
Plus all the single player levels from Trials HD.
Okay, that makes sense then. Anyway, that's it for releases. So moving on to questions. If anybody in the live chat has any questions that they would like us to answer, feel free to question them and then we'll read them. In the meantime, I will be reading them off the YouTube, which I'm going to refresh really quick. And
Scroll down to the bottom.
So I did answer some, but once
You
again,
answered them.
there's some that I don't answer all of them. I answer the ones that are like, what is going on right now? It's like, okay, well, you don't want to wait a week. Then I don't know. It's like, what's gonna. I just answer just in case. I'm still gonna read them. We can still answer them anyway.
Why do you do this to us, Riccio?
Lilidin says, and I hope that's an L. So Lilidane says, damn it, I was sick, so I couldn't be in it. That might be someone who's in the channel. Sometimes who types tip-tabbies. You're awesome anyway. Noah O'Kane says, hi, Riccio. I say, hey.
But he said hi.
Yeah, he says hi.
Appropriate
So,
response.
hi. Noah O'Kane also asks, have you guys ever thought of playing StarCraft? I promptly answered to him, I freaking love StarCraft. So yes. And what do you guys think, StarCraft?
Yeah.
To answer,
I downloaded it again today.
hopefully, yeah.
I'm bad, but
We're all back into it, so. Do we have
I love those campaigns.
love? TD5 Skinned M says,
What?
that's my line. Hi, Devin and Dan. Where did Riccio go this week? I didn't see them. Just being a jerk. And he was responding to the hi, Riccio, because he normally says hi, people.
I skinned.
Hi, Skin.
Somebody then asked,
Skinned. I bought Age of Empires 2 HD.
oh, God.
Oh, nice. Oh god. I've been really into
Comes
like
out in a month.
been really into games like that lately, so I might invest.
Hell yeah, it's got Steam multiplayer.
No.
What do you mean? Shut up.
Tan Man with 2 N's on the 10. Tan Man 6 says, Riccio, is there a possibility that you will make more FTL? I think we do want to record some more FTL at some point.
I had a
craving for it.
yeah.
And
Oh, really?
I think we should definitely do some more, whether it's just another run for good old times. I would love to do that.
We actually decide to put mods.
Or
in
do you figure out how the hell to get mods working? If anybody actually has a guide, like some sort of like easy to go to, I want to search for the launcher. We found some sort of mod launcher, but I'm gonna ask you once again here if you guys have any mods that you guys want to check.
Steamworks integration?
No, not yet. No. It's not yet. That'd be sick though.
Thought it did for some reason.
But if you guys have any suggestions for mods you'd like to see, or somebody wants to help us figure out where the launcher is, or maybe some sort of weird guide, because it seemed like you had to copy some files in and do some weird stuff, and I don't want to mess it up. Though we will search for it. Don't think that we're being lazy by not checking, so we are going to check as well. But more help the merrier. More the merrier. Help merrier.
The more you help us, the more likely it is to happen.
Yes, there you go. Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's that. Then Mr. Buffo also asked, will you at least do more SimCity? I was thinking about it.
If it's not fucking broken, maybe
we could.
Yeah.
But so far, the way you guys heard my opinion on this podcast.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
But I don't want to say no, because the game could totally get patched. Like I said, there's a chance that they could fix the actual bugs now, and there's a chance. So won't say no. We might wait a little bit, wait till everything to work. Wait for the game not to randomly crash while we're playing it.
That'd be nice.
That'd be good. And anyway, so we have Moogle Flesh who says, I think it'd be cool if you guys all played Killing Floor. I think it would be amazing.
Never actually played the Killing Floor.
Didn't you and I play that with like 4 other people
We
once?
did. Now, this is when he said this, and then we went...
Money.
And yeah, but when he said this, and then we played Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army, I was like, shit, once we're done that, 4-player Killing Floor?
Yeah, buddy.
So Moogle Flesh, you might see some of that. So I like 4-player stuff. We can do like Payday. We can do.
Pretty sure we
let's do Payday.
We just turn this into something. Just 4-player something.
Let's do Payday. I really want to play Payday.
That thing has like 5 levels. We could totally go through it. But anyway, there's that. Alchemy Reborn says, hey Riccio, I know you have the Wii U, and I trust your opinion since it doesn't seem to be one-sided. Do you think that it's worth the money? And another question is, do you guys feel like new generation games are lacking something that retro games had? So the first part for the Wii U. Honestly,
depends what games you want.
Yeah, it depends what games you want. If you're interested in like a game like Pikmin or the Rayman game or Zombie U or Monster Hunter, those are 4 games I just mentioned.
Yeah, something like that.
4 games. The new Super Mario one and Nintendo Land. If those like 5 or 6 games sound like interesting to you, maybe it'd be worth the purchase for now. However, Rayman and Pikmin are not out yet. Oh no, we didn't talk about. Somebody mentioned in the chat. Payday 2.
We totally watched that trailer.
I closed it. Payday 2 got a trailer, and
way to handle the news
real
well.
Good. Really, that looks real good.
You didn't even show me that.
We'll try and show it. Actually, I'll try to load it back up after when we go to take questions. Red Dead, ask that again, and we will show the trailer. Anyway, so Rayman and Pikmin are not out yet. Monster Hunter is coming out next week. If any of those games sound...
Lego City Undercover is all you need. So.
Yep. Lego City Undercover also looks like a decent game.
Well, apparently it's Lego Grand Theft Auto and real good at it.
Which seems really cool.
So if you can look at the release games that are already out or things that are coming out for it, my opinion would be that if you're checking for it, don't look at multiplayer games like Black Ops and stuff because the communities are going to be missing. But if any of that stuff sounds fun for you, $350 for the deluxe is really good with the free Nintendo Land because Nintendo Land is actually a lot of fun.
Nintendo Land's really fun. Yeah.
But if you're feeling like, there's only 1 or 2 games, I'm the type of person who needs to play a lot of stuff, it's probably not for you, not yet.
I think at this point in the console cycle, the PlayStation 3 is the way to go.
Oh, for sure.
If you are just buying into this generation.
Because as good as Zombie U is, as good as Monster Hunter is probably going to be, and that's all like the stuff I'm excited for that is either near coming out or is out. It's awesome, but I can't fully recommend it at paying like full price for a console because this thing has not been plugged in for a while. Like the console's plugged in, but this gamepad's just been chilling on my desk. I'm pretty sure it's dead.
Yeah.
No, it turns on. Oh, so okay. It's
been a while.
It's been a while. It's kind of collecting dust because there's a lot of cool stuff coming out on a lot of other consoles on PC and all that stuff. So it's not really that worth it. Plus, there's a lot of patches that still need to come out and fix the loading times for a lot of stuff. It's a work in progress, I guess. So maybe don't get it. Maybe do your research. If there's a lot of cool stuff you want to play, get it. Sorry if that was confusing. I'm trying to fucking see if this sounds...
You did real good at turning off that sound.
I was like, is it left or is it right? I don't know. I've actually maxed it out. Anyway. But, yeah, so see if there's any good games that you'd want for it. If you only find 1 or 2, maybe wait. If you don't have a console at all, Dan says go for the PS3.
I agree with Dan on that.
Free online.
PlayStation Plus, free
lots of good
online.
games. Yeah, PlayStation Plus exactly, because you can play a shit ton of stuff for free.
A good backlog there. And the new consoles that they sell for PlayStations now are like 500 gig hard drives with a year of PlayStation Plus.
And like
They are-
3 games or something. Like
They're
just
beastly. Like the Uncharted.
free to play Uncharted as well. You can just
The Uncharted Deluxe Edition comes with like a 500 gig and a whole like 1 and 2.
Isn't it like all the Uncharted?
Yeah, on all the Uncharteds, and you can get if you want to buy a second controller for the game, you can get a lot of controller deals now where it's like
Yeah, they come with the game.
like all the God of Wars and a red controller and some pretty intense stuff. So definitely the PS3 would be the way to go.
Anyway,
I agree with that.
so so going on with more questions. Oh no, so he had a second part of his question. Another question is, do you guys feel like new generation games are lacking something that retro games had?
I don't think it's lacking. They're just different.
Yeah, I think the evolution is different, and it's kind of, you're not really comparing the same thing at that point.
As much as every game nowadays is starting to be a bit more handholdy, I like the ability that everything is easier to pick up, because games like SimCity I wouldn't have picked up if they were still like SimCity 2000 or SimCity 4, because there was a lot of stuff going on.
Where it was super intense.
Yeah, and games come out that still have like the difficulty of old games like Dark Souls, and I'm hoping Dark Souls 2 as well, and Demon Souls. Games like that are still a lot of fun, where there's frustration, but there's also a lot of you getting better.
It's almost as like an isolated case. Yes, those are fun.
Yeah.
I still prefer the hand
Yeah.
holding.
So
The other thing is that we're all kind of young-ish.
yeah,
So
I
I don't
still
know about
remember-
you guys, but I started with an N64.
I started
That's
with a
not
SNES.
that many
Yeah.
generations
News
back.
NES.
SNES for me.
But the thing is that no matter what, it's hard to say, like, new generation, if you say new generation, like, what would you call games that come out for, like, consoles, like the action, not the market, but, like, the mainstream, let's say?
yeah,
Those are kind of going in a different direction. You have, like, the hand-holding and all that stuff, which isn't so bad. Like, I still like it. But you're always going to have the smaller indie devs making old-school style games and everything. So it's not like they're completely dead and they're going away. It's just maybe a bit harder to find unless you have platforms like Desura and stuff, or IndieDB and all this other stuff.
you have the easier way. Like it's not quite as easy to find the old school style
they
classic.
still are out there.
But they still are out there. I mean, now more than ever, you're finding roguelikes fucking everywhere.
Oh yeah,
and those
just
are old
popping up
school.
everywhere.
And yeah, I don't know. I don't know which ones I would like better, if that's maybe your question-ish, but yeah, I like that some newer mainstreamy, let's say, type games are starting to incorporate stuff like roguelike-y stuff, like DayZ, if you want to call that a bit more mainstream, or I don't know, things where you get to lose a lot.
I don't think DayZ's mainstream at all.
No, it's not. I just thought about them like, no, it's
where
a
you've
fucking
got
mod.
the where you have a lot to lose.
Yeah, we have a lot to lose, or there's a bit more kind of like drop you in and go, like Capcom games, I guess. But I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I like the way new generation games are going, and I'm glad that the indie market and the indie stuff still
It's
exists
thriving.
to kind of and it's doing really good. To be able to play all those really niche games and all the weird sort of shit that is old school and awesome. So that's that. Anyways, to go on to another comment, Dry LTD says, Riccio, are you from the state of Dallas? Because that would explain when you struggle to speak. We are from Canada, if that helps. We are from the province of Ontario. I am just broken because my brain is broken. And Oliver Silver replies to him as they are from Canada, which he knows what's up. But no harm, no foul, or whatever.
Also, I want to give
Dry,
a
we
shout
don't-
out to Oliver. He sent a really awesome inbox.
saw that.
I responded back to him
saw
on
that.
it. Thought I should have written back another response by now, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to give a shout out to him because that was pretty cool.
I like the fact that I don't know if we're doing a great job at it so far, but I like sort of getting to know some of the people from the
Yeah.
comments so far. So anybody who's listening right now, if you're not the type of person who comments, say hello. You don't even have to say a sentence or anything. Just say hello. Let's get to see some cool names that we can.
I'm gonna try starting to respond more to comments.
Yeah.
And be a little bit more present on the YouTube.
Yeah.
So be good.
Yeah. And then Silverdome Productions says Star Wars ... live long and prosper. I think that's maybe something I might have said when I was trying to live long and prosper Star Wars. Star
Maybe
Trek.
you did.
Maybe I
Yeah.
fucked that up.
Did you skip a couple there?
No, I skipped one because they were kind of having a little. Oliver, I didn't know Canada states. Dry LTD responded back. I don't know. There was a kerfuffle or something there, but
Okay, all right.
But anyway, I want to do a little bit of a shout out to Silverdome Productions because we had this sort of one-on-one interviewee thing where he kind of talked to me about we we talked about. Well, he was interviewing me to talk about my like streaming comeuppance. No. Whenever I started streaming,
comeuppance?
no, to talk a little bit.
I like
how,
that.
how I started
Did
streaming.
you talk about how you can expertly craft sentences?
Yes,
Your comeuppance?
yes. Actually, we did mention that.
Your ability to expertly craft sentences.
To make special sentences. No, but we had like a little like interview thing that kind of happened, and we talked about how I started streaming and a bit of the Unity stuff and all sorts of things. And I'm gonna maybe, if I can time this, possibly put an annotation to link to the video. If not, it'll be in the description. I'm gonna write this down here. The time we're at. Yeah, it was really cool. He's a super cool dude, and I want you guys to go check out that interview because it's actually kind of cool if you guys want to learn some neat stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, going on to the comments, we have Ransom Purvis who says, "How can we help expand the channel?"
Share our videos.
Yeah, share our
mainly.
videos,
That's
tell your
about it.
friends, keep, watching our stuff. It's pretty cool.
So I mean, I know at some point we kind of maybe have some plans, or we don't have anything really set into stone or whatever, but we want to do some sort of more community stuff. And I would personally like to be able to have, like, once we have more stuff set up and maybe we have some more free time, I'd love to be able to kind of shout out smaller channels and do stuff like that, because
Unfortunately, we just don't have the time right now.
yeah, and
Not saying that like you guys aren't worth the time. Like the smaller communities and stuff. It's just Riccio and I are both in school, and it's getting
not
crazy and stuff. And
let me kind of explain that in a way, like, if we don't have the time, it's not that we don't want to do like one shout out. We want to make it fair so that, let's say, every week we could kind of showcase like a channel or do something like that. So it's not like we give somebody a shout out and then people start asking for it and then we can't deliver and then it seems kind of unfair. It's more so like once we have like something developed or in set in stone for like a way to do it, we'll maybe be able to do something with that sort
But
of.
that
We
does
don't-
take a lot of time.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
We
and-
don't make anywhere near enough.
we don't
make
anything.
any money.
Yeah, we don't really make anything.
Yeah.
But we want to do something. So yeah, if the more you guys share, the more you guys kind of talk about us or link things, and yeah, the more we'll be able to do. Because I mean, yeah, we want to do a lot of cool stuff, and it's not that we just don't have enough people. It's just we're building too. So
Look at how many random news items
yeah.
we forget about
Yeah.
without the help of you guys.
yeah, really. So we're only human, I guess.
So let's just before that sounds really complicated. Step one, we'll try to keep getting
Step one, get
one
paid.
more people. No, one more people, and then we'll.
But if you're asking what you can do, just spread the word.
Yeah, spread the word of Unity.
yeah.
Oh God, I sound like a
Don't unitology.
unitology.
No. Anyway, so that. Yeah.
And thank you guys for helping us.
Yeah.
Become
get to
what we are,
Where we are
so-
so far.
Yeah,
Which is
I,
fantastic.
it's pretty awesome. I didn't think we would get this far, so it's pretty cool.
Now, to blow our minds here, we have a
Oh, God.
two-part massive. Do you want to leave this to the end, or
Well, there's one more small question.
there's one more
up at
small
the top.
question? So Ransom Purvis
And
also.
Payday 2 first.
Yeah. So no, we still have to get to the chat questions after. So Ransom Purvis asks as
It's
well.
going late.
Riccio, would you rather play 12 hours of Dead Space 3 or 12 hours of Assassin's Creed 3?
Neither.
I think I would rather play.
What's the choice if you choose neither? Death?
No,
Driver to the
I
eye.
would choose to play 12 hours of Assassin's Creed 3 if I'm allowed to play the multiplayer.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Or if,
Well, multiplayer has to be included in both because Dead Space 3 is also co-op.
yeah, but Dead Space 3 is just all around garbage to me. So whether I'm playing co-op or not, it's kind of a bad time. However, the multiplayer in Assassin's Creed 3 I really did enjoy, so I would choose that.
That's because it has nothing to do with the weird gameplay changes or
Yeah.
stupid characters or story or
Yeah.
anything else that's horrible about that game.
That being said, also the gameplay in Assassin's Creed 3 is kind of a little bit more fun because the free running, the jumping around, the stabbing, the fights, they're kind of a bit more interesting than monster closets and horde mode every room sort of weird stuff that Dead Space 3 presented to me. So I would go with Assassin's Creed 3. Good question though. Good question. All right, so Sweet 2's question.
Mr. Philosophy.
Mr. Philosophy here.
Oh my God,
Who's
this is
awesome.
intense.
He says, sorry for the long wait, but here's a few questions for my revival. Some are simple, some are harder.
I haven't read these yet.
All
on purpose,
depend on your mind. All
even though
depends on
you
your mind.
decided to read these early.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I haven't
'cause
read
had
any
to get
of
ready.
them.
So his first question, he says, if you had to choose an alignment, neutral good, lawful evil, chaotic neutral, etc., which alignment would this be and why? first question. I would be as neutral as possible.
Yeah.
Well, there's neutral.
Yeah, it's neutral because I know this probably doesn't make sense and it's maybe not what you're looking for, but I'm the type of guy who likes maybe trying a lot of things and seeing a lot of things. So if I feel like if I was lawful or if I was chaotic, I would maybe be biased towards stuff. So to be able to approach everything with as clean a slate as possible, I think I'd have to be neutral. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. Kind of.
Sure. I don't know.
None of you guys are like evil, like stabby dudes.
No, I'd probably be lawful neutral. I tend to have a conscience, so.
Somebody in the chat just said Dead Space 3 ruined Christmas. Anyway, sorry.
Now that he's said that, you're gonna remember it when we get around to Christmas and just be sad the whole time.
Yeah. So
Someone's gonna get a copy of Dead Space 3 in your family. You're just gonna be like, oh, fuck.
It's on sale again. No. So you said lawful neutral, Devin?
I think lawful neutral.
All right. Dan?
Probably neutral good.
Neutral good? Okay. Yeah, neutral good could be good. Neutral great. Anyway.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Anyway.
Schwa.
So his second question is...
I don't know why though. I can't explain.
Yeah.
I just
It seems right.
yeah.
It
Okay.
fits.
Okay. Well, it fits.
I think it's more appropriate for other people to pick those alignments for
Yeah.
people because they get a more of a sense of what that person's personality is actually like. Within
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess with the way I've been raging on stuff recently, I'd maybe be like...
chaotic neutral.
Yeah. But anyway, so second thing is the multiverse theorem states the possibility of realities that could be quite different or quite similar to our own. If you could enter one of these universes, what would it be? What would be different about it, and what would be similar?
Everything would be the same, but I'd have that safe. That produces money.
Yeah. That's
I
safe.
would take it from my other self. He's already got enough money.
I would
Come
want
back to this universe.
everything to be coated in like furry wall stuff. Just so everything is like soft. You get hit by a bus, it's okay, it's fluffy.
So you're talking about quantum conundrum here.
Yeah,
In
man.
the fluffy dimension.
Yes. Everything is fluffy. I could just lift a table and then drop it. And then get hit in the face by it and it'd be fine. Because my face would... Oh, would people be made out of fluff?
You're the one who's controlling this.
I don't know. You never
Oh.
see another person in quantum conundrum to find that out.
I want every object to be fluff and then people could be okay. What about you, Devin?
I don't know. That's
Everything
really...
to just be kung fu movies?
Actually, yeah. I think that would be fucking awesome. But like
The kung fu
like
universe?
I'm talking like the kung fu movies where like nobody dies.
Oh.
So like you just get kind of shit kicked real bad and you spend 2 weeks with a hot towel on your forehead and
then
you're
you-
good to go.
Then
like
you die and then you're on a small planet. You have to run along a dragon road. And
no, not quite that intense, but like I'm talking like if you get beat up, you just like you're in bed for a week and you're good
Fainted.
to go. Yeah, you fainted and you're okay. Like that would be the perfect kung fu world. I think that'd be awesome.
Well, not necessarily kung fu, just martial arts.
Yeah, martial arts. Like, yeah, I think that would be one of the best. Like on the way to like walking to school, like you get
Just
jumped-
get into some ridiculous
this like
fight.
crazy fight. And
What would the rules of that world be like? Like what do you get out of school projects?
There's
Because
no money. There's no currency. There's no...
just
you
fighting?
fight.
Just fight. If something feels unjust to you, you just like
Yeah,
fight. Doesn't matter like age difference. Like you could be like fighting a child coming out. You're just like, I don't like your face, and it's just.
but it's
messed up,
one of those
actually.
it's one of those fights where nobody else can
Well,
join
no,
in,
because
and
then
it's
the
just,
whole culture would be that way.
Yeah.
Right? Like
you'd be angry at a child, literally like coming out, like crowning, and then he'd just come out, instead of face first, just like kick outwards and just like fucking fight.
but someone could take issue with
be
you being angry at that person and fight you
Yeah, exactly.
immediately after
So
that.
mid-fight, cancel that. Boom, new fight happens. Then that's being dealt with. Then you resume your fight if you win or lose.
I think that'd be an awesome universe.
I'm doing that universe, except for the people are made out of whatever, but whatever you're getting slammed up against is all fluff because everything is fluff in the environment. Nice. And then Dan just there. It's
Same,
like,
but I have all that money. Yeah.
But safe is made out of fluff. So you're just like, whoo, it's locked. I don't know. Nothing is flammable too. So anyway, part
Well, no,
3.
the matches would just be like fluff.
Everything's asbestos based. That's how it's sounding.
And then the what is it? The little inferno thing. That you start
Oh,
throwing everything
God.
at. Anyway, so third question is third and last. We are often deceived by what we see, and we may not realize the truth behind a message or vision, but a ways after it has been. Now, this is twofold. First, what is the most intricate thing that someone has told you that took you a very long time to realize its true meaning, or you're still trying to figure it out? And second, what is the most beautiful thing you have ever seen? And you may use your own definition of beauty. I've become question destroyer of simple thought.
I don't know.
That thing has been the most intricate thing someone's ever told me that I don't remember in a long time. I'm trying to still figure out.
That question right there. But then you just answered it, so you just figured it out. But then you can't answer that as the answer because you just figured it out by answering it with the question.
Okay, Dan just took the lead. Sweet two. Sweet two, you got to beat Dan right there. So, no, I'd pick some sort of like messed up game that's ended and been like, wait, what the fuck? Why did they just, and then it just hurts. So,
what are you talking about?
I don't know. It's the game that,
Just say braid and let's get on with this. That answers that could be answered to both.
I don't know what I'm pointing at.
Darksiders, of course.
What happens after the second one? We don't know.
Oh, Deadly Premonition, of course. Yes.
Yes. Who was the Francis York Morgan? This is a weird joke for anybody listening to the audio version because I'm holding up the case of the game and staring deeply into the microphone to the camera. Anyway, so that's that. What is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Sunrise in China.
Sunrise in China?
Yeah, that was pretty spectacular.
I think.
But it was like in Hong Kong, like over the city, and like it was like 4 a.m. It was great.
I think the most beautiful recent experience I can think of would...
Dan, you have to say Liz.
This sounds really dumb. Okay. So I'm playing Journey.
Oh my god.
And I get separated from my partner. And here I'm thinking, this is sad as fuck. I just lost the one person who is connected to me in this game. And I went right, and he went left, and we were singing the entire time until suddenly there was no singing.
Oh.
And then you turn around and all you hear is, woo, like the little, you're like, oh, he's still around. And, or he or she, the thing is still around. And I was just like, it was, I think I remember whenever I was playing that during the holiday and I was like tearing, I was like, oh my God, that's fucking beautiful. Just that feeling of like loss and then like that regaining and just realizing how special that thing or whatever is probably.
There have definitely been incredible gameplay experiences that I've gone through. I just can't.
There are moments where like you get that crazy like tingling feeling down your spine.
Yeah, but the problem is I play so many goddamn video games that I can't place any of those. I would have to go through my like collective library of everything I've ever played. To figure out the moment I'm trying to place here. Like I can't. I don't know.
Honestly, one of the craziest moments I've ever had was when I finished like ME3 and like had that. You're just like that moment where you sit back and you're like, I'm done. Whoa, what?
You guys should really play it. I played that. I didn't talk about that. Was the thing I was trying to figure out. It's not fucking listed on Raptor. Mass Effect 3 Citadel.
Good.
That shit is some real good DLC, and everyone listening to me right now should play this DLC.
Whether or not they enjoyed or hated the ending, they should go.
It doesn't fucking matter. It's basically a side story.
Cool.
I hear it's really good.
It's
cool.
incredible.
But I mean, they should set aside the fact that they hate or enjoyed it and just play that. If you enjoyed the Mass Effect series at one point,
I almost wish it was released as like a weird standalone game. It's only $15. It's like 4 gigs though.
How long was it?
Oh, holy shit!
I don't know. I've played like 2 hours and I am not done. They add tons of side stuff. They add this entire like mini game combat arena where you can actually unlock all the teammates from past games to play with.
Wow, that's awesome.
And yeah, there's a lot of content in that DLC for $20, and it's supposed to be the last Mass Effect DLC. So,
wow.
I also played through Mass Effect 3 Leviathan.
Oh yeah,
cool.
And that answers some interesting things.
Cool. You paid full price for the DLCs?
Leviathan I got for half price.
Okay, cool.
I paid full price for Citadel though.
Cool. I just want to
worth it.
I just want to point out the joke that we were saying earlier about my gamepad for the Wii U being almost dead. It is like fucking dying. I really should play more of it. With it. Anyway,
Mass Effect 3 Citadel.
Yeah.
Play that goddamn DLC. If you have any fondness for the Mass Effect universe, play that DLC.
And I will hopefully have news for you guys next week about Dead Space Awakening. So, anyway, so somebody in the chat asked us for a question. Do we hear about Payday 2? I think it was Red Dead Apple that asked it. We're going to go ahead and play the trailer in the top right here. I'm really excited there's going to be more Payday. I think it got picked up by Valve.
Oh, really?
I
The
haven't played a whole ton of Payday 1.
It's
so
a lot
I
of fun. It was janky but cool. And it was like, it had that same feeling like that we kind of got with Sniper Elite where you got to use tactics and stuff. And there's a lot of cool stuff going on. So there's no gameplay. There's just like a little bit of in-game stuff. And someone just said there's 30 missions.
Seriously?
So that's cool.
6 times
Hardia,
the amount of content.
Hardia, the guy who's in charge of
Our
keeping us up to
news.
date. Yeah, that sounds absolutely freaking crazy. And apparently it's slated for release this summer on PSN, Xbox Live Arcade, and Steam.
Oh, actually on Xbox Live this
Yeah.
time?
So-
there you go.
I'm excited. Other than that, I don't know if there's any more questions in the chat. We're being told also it's now randomized missions. You have a list of 3 to 5 missions and choose from, and it randomizes. That sounds cool. So if anybody has any more questions in the chat, let them be known. If not, we're going to start doing our little outro thing because we've been going on for a really long time. And
Oh God, I gotta work tomorrow.
exactly. All right, so to everyone who's been listening to us on the iTunes version, feel free to leave a review and stuff. We apologize if these are becoming more and more video based, but it's just a bigger,
Yeah.
it's an easier way to kind of upgrade and do some cool stuff.
Also a larger part of the audience.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
we
so. For now,
apologize.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to watch the
Hey,
video,
you want to help the site get more people subscribed to the iTunes version? Maybe we'll
Yeah.
do more audio things.
but if you guys want to watch the video version, it is on the YouTube, EunityGaming, and just check it out. We post them on Thursdays, but we do record them Wednesday nights at roughly 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, we're pretty good about that, really.
Yeah, on www.twitch.tv/Riccio.
Now that we reserve Wednesdays for only fucking podcasts.
And I'm just gonna say the link again, just to make sure the last part. Riccio. Just start talking. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know what that compressor is gonna do to it. But anyway, so
You have the power of editing.
yeah, the
You
power
can
of
just
editing. So yeah, check it live.
edited Dan out of there. He hasn't spoken for this whole podcast.
Yeah, you're done.
But yeah, so check out that. And if you guys are watching on the YouTube, check out our other videos. We mentioned the Let's Play for Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army.
Zombie
Check that out.
Nazi Army Zombie.
Check out the dry run for Risk of Rain. We talked about that. And Telegraph. Almost said Telegraph?
Teleglitch.
I almost said Telefrag too.
And look forward to the longest dry run we have ever
Longest,
done
yeah.
of StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm. Yeah.
How long was it?
An hour and a half plus another 20 minutes. No, an hour.
What was our-
and then
It
half
It was an
hour.
hour plus another half hour.
What about our ME3 one? Wasn't it like 2 hours long?
No, it was 45 or 50 minutes.
The only dry run that's technically longer than this is the Wii U dry run. So that's 2 hours.
Yeah.
All right.
But
The next runner-up is Borderlands 2 because me and
okay.
Riccio lost track of time.
and yeah, so there's that, and I think that's pretty much it. Any last things in the chat? We're being told that there is actually a gameplay video out there for Payday 2.
Oh, cool.
So yeah,
I'm glad that Valve picked it up.
nice. Yeah.
It's gonna be real good.
So to everyone listening, to everyone watching, have yourself a good morning, day, night, whatever it is that you may be doing.
Exercise.
Exercising your
Playing
rights of
Banner
homework.
Saga Factions.
Maybe getting into karate fights over some cool stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
But
gonna
anyways,
watch
watch some what?
I'm gonna watch. I have a movie queued up that I'm gonna watch when I get home.
So to everyone,
It's
take care.
It's that one that's Dan's wondering what it is.
Okay, we'll just end it right now first. I've been Riccio.
Dan. Movies.
Is it boobies?
Movies.
I've been Sompy, and the movie is Bodyguards and Assassins.
Okay, cool.
So it sounds phenomenal, and I just fucking want to watch it right now.
Yes, I've been Dan.
Take care, everybody.
I've been Sompy. Thank you for tuning in.